Hey, gamers, welcome. Welcome to another DSP video. Uh, I hope you enjoyed my April Fool's joke I did the other day. It was a fun little improv video. It was really actually all improv. I didn't know what DSP video I wanted to do it with, so I just kind of went with whatever. And I kind of liked it. There were some parts that were touch and go. Like there was like one part I was kind of like trying to hold back my own laughter because I thought what I said was kind of funny, like just the timing of everything. But it was a solid video all the same, and I thought it was pretty good. And I'm glad a lot of people, or at least the people who commented on it, enjoyed it. I'm glad that people enjoyed the video. It was a fun little thing I wanted to do because I always thought of doing the joke of, because Disney keeps bitching about how all these videos are negative. It's like, okay, well let's do one that's positive. So that was like the whole background on that video. It was always like a thought. I feel like I did a video like that before, but I don't remember. But whatever. It was a fun video to make. But anyways, let's get to DSP's April Fool's joke, which is like, you know. He hyped this up as a springtime special, then hyped the night stream as an Easter special. These are like, which is like the weirdest like angle to go from, because it's like, okay, what are you gonna do with this? And then the day of, he changed it to the King's Court, and it kind of tells me like two things. In my opinion, one being, I don't think he knew what he wanted to do. Like this was completely improvised and last minute. Like, oh, I'll do something, whatever. And then when he couldn't figure it out, he was like, I'll just do drama content, which is like really funny for many reasons. Because secondly, I kind of felt it was gonna be drama content like this because DSP is very like he's a very simple person, because when he did the nuke stream, he kept like, oh, I'll do this from time to time, special occasions, whatever. So like there's always a chance in my opinion, when he does these weird streams, that it's gonna be this. And this is even like, it highlights another lazy aspect. Like it is genuinely like, I saw this, I was like, this is like so mundane. It's insane, because the first video he did of the year, which was during the nuke stream, was a LTG reacting to a Wings video that he reacted to. And then what does he do for this? Another reaction to LTG and Wings. Like, we're recycling lolcows already. And like, you could argue that a lot of DSP detractors like focus a lot on DSP and all this, but here's like the thing. I have also seen DSP detractors talk more about other people than DSP. Like it's so funny that even by his own definition, he is more like fixated on like the same people more than the DSP detractors comparatively. And like, even if I make only videos about DSP, the thing is, it's actually more like material and relevant. Like it's just not even the same almost. Like, I don't know how to describe it without making it sound like it's exceptionalism or what, or like whatever. But it's just, I feel you get more out of watching any other DSP detractor talking about DSP than DSP talking about LTG and Wings. The way he approaches these two, it is ridiculous. Like, this guy couldn't even dunk on Hitler at this point. Like, I'm convinced if DSP was alive during World War II and they were like, yeah, what do you think of Hitler? He would just be like, he has a dumb mustache. Oh, wow, that's your take on Hitler. He has a dumb mustache. Okay, man, let's move on to someone else who has a better opinion than that. Like, that's DSP. He can't like dunk on anyone. And if he can't dunk on anyone, he can't criticize them. Like, it is just a lose-lose situation where it's just like a baby trying to take down like a behemoth, and it's just like what, and you're rooting for the behemoth at that point.
You
So
pretend.
so I'm skipping ahead to just him reacting because honestly, this video, the way he started it off was just uh it was cancer. Like it's just pure cancer because this was like I went up to the king's court and he couldn't keep the bit up. Like that's like what I think is I saw one one of the comments I saw on my April Fool's joke was like someone like commending me for the commitment of the bit, and I'm like, yeah, like if you're gonna do a bit, you do kind of have to like commit. He chose a bit that I would not have done because I don't think I would have the consistency to do it. Like even the DST videos I do, it's like I can't keep that bit up for too long because first off, like the voice kills me. Secondly, like I can only act stupid for like a certain amount of time before I says I want to move on. uh he chose this king bit and it's like not even like interesting. It's just, hey, welcome to the king's court. We're gonna like dab on the peons or whatever the fuck, and it was just kind of like ridiculous. And the other thing is, this is supposed to be April Fools, right? So what is the joke? Like it goes back to the question of when he was like, oh guys, the whole king thing is a joke. What's the joke? Like everyone knew the king shit was a joke at his expense because he's so entitled like a little bitch. And he's like, yeah, it's a joke. Like, what's the joke? He never said what the joke was. And then he said, well, I'm reclaiming the king. Like it's just, you could have done that anyway, I guess. But like, it's like nothing. And then this is like, what's the April Fool's joke that he's doing this? But he did this already. He did this in like January. Like, and the stuff he says in this video is like genuine criticism from him. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, my April Fool's video, you know immediately what the joke was. And it was just like me just saying positive about bullshit. Like, I was bullshitting positives watching his content. And it's like, that's the joke. Like right there is the joke. Instead of doing a negative video that he bitches about, I'm like, I'm gonna do something that's positive and say like, oh, the silences are like a self-reflection segment. Like that's already like a joke. This dude's idea of a joke is I'm doing drama content and I'm gonna be very kingly about it. But it just, what's the joke? And the joke equates to him getting money. Like it's just not even funny. Like there's nothing that like adds to what you're watching. Like what is the joke when all the jokes are, we have goals. If I hit 5 goals, which is like $750, he was asking for to show weights. Like these aren't even funny jokes, and the people the only joke is that the people give him money. Like their joke is at their expense. And then like yeah, people in the chat there are saying, oh, I don't want this. I don't like this. And I guarantee you, for a week after this fucking video, he's gonna say like, yeah, you guys don't like when I do drama content. I did the April Fool's joke and you guys hated it. It's like, why are you doing this to your audience? And this guy bitches when like, oh, they don't listen to their audience. These companies, they don't listen to the fans. What is this then? Like, it is so insane. And then when people are like, you know, oh my god, what the fuck am I talking about? When people like then play along and say, yeah, Phil, can we get more of this? He's like, no, I don't do that content. Maybe on a special occasion. And then like the videos he's reacting to have no, like, there's no reason. Like, there's a lot to talk about because simply this is bullshit. Like, a lot of people do videos about DSP because they want to illustrate what they think is dumb and like a criticism, or they think is like funny in a stupid way. The shit DSP brings up, there's no reason, and all of it is just, well, I've been recommended to watch this. I've been recommended to watch that. Like, And you know, if anyone did that to him, he'd be like, this is, wow, I can't believe they're doing that. They're watching intentionally negative videos. Like, this dude is bitch made, and all these videos are dumb. So let's just get into it. Like, I have a lot to say, and this video is gonna be like 10 million hours long.
$10. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is absolutely...
Okay, we're just gonna keep moving forward. And the other thing is, all of the fucking animations are just stolen from other detractors from them. And I was watching a little bit of the Tevin restream of this recently, like a few hours ago, and he brought up a good point, and I was like, yeah, actually, why doesn't he do this? He has no clips of himself when he gets money or whatever, like this. You can only get that through detractors or whatever, but he doesn't. All of his fucking animations are either just stock animations, being generous, or just AI slop of seasons and like retail shit. Like, his entire stream is run like a retail store. It has the same soulless energy, and he's like, I create meaningful content. Like, everything here, like, any cynical person would say that he's just grifting. Like, it's just, there's no like passion or anything. Like, the green screen I'm using for my face cam, I made this because I went to the Guilty Gear Strive figure mode and like arranged the characters around this in this way. Like, that's a little bit more effort than what he did in his little setup here. Like, come on.
We have hit the first goal here.
He hit the first goal because he asked people, before we start reacting, we gotta hit the first goal. Like, oh my god. And you know, by the way, you know that this fucking coin animation was sitting as an OBS since he first added it. You know it was sitting there.
All of your early support.
And I'm sure that picture of the Whopper is still there too, or the Chiking or whatever the fuck.
All right, and so let us actually begin.
Okay, we're just
of all different aspects of this. Okay, as we hold court on low tier God, we're going to watch many videos today. Okay,
what are we holding court about? Like, what's he on trial for? like you know, think about that. He's like, we're holding court in LTG. Okay, about what? What are we holding? Now, of course, he's probably gonna say this as a, I'm just roasting him. And it's like, he sucks at this. Like, at this point, like, dude, he should just have not done this. Like, and the nerve to say, oh, I'm doing the old King 8. My god, he never did this when he was the King of Hate back in the day. He never did this. The only time he addressed trolls was just people are oh my god, it is like so funny to me that he acts as if like when Evil AJ made a video that he stopped what he was doing to make a video about Evil AJ when he never did. Like, all of the videos of him talking about Evil AJ and how the white coats need to get him were during like Ask the King or Hate Live, like segments where he would answer questions. Like, he never like went out of his way to address trolls in the way he says he used to do. Then when it came to like actually addressing like Toby Dirt, it was in other videos, and all that, guess what, was all related to him making money. Like, nothing was him like attacking people, because he never did. It was always reacting to people attacking him, like he does now. Is there maybe the difference is the extent he responds or whatever, but it's still like dumb and like ridiculous, and it doesn't change the reception of you who are watching him, because it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's lolcow coded. He like dedicates all this time and he responds to it in dumb ways. I don't care about what these dumb fucks say about me because like I'm successful and they're not, and they live in their home in a basement and they're wearing diapers or whatever the fuck you'd say. Like, it would just be like dumb shit that people are like, this guy cannot like dunk on other people at all in any competent way. And when he tries, it's just like, move on. And then he brags how he's so positive. Like, it's just like, what are we doing here?
Okay, many different videos of all different aspects of this person. Okay, so let's start off with a little
All
one.
different
This
aspects.
actually, this one was recommended to me. That this is how this
Again,
person
no plan, no structure. Just, oh, yeah, I got recommended to watch this. So if I recommended DSP to watch fucking porn, would he watch it? What if someone's like, yeah, this is an LTG video and I stuck in like fucking porn? Would he watch it? Would he still watch it? I don't know, maybe.
reacts when they basically get trolled. That this is what you should do, obviously.
Wait,
when you get
what?
How this person reacts when. So let's start off with a little one. This is actually, this one was recommended to me. That this is how this person reacts when they basically get trolled. That this is what you should do, obviously.
Oh my god. Dude, this is like stupid already. Like it's funny. People like dog on DSP for pausing too much. And I feel like I do the same thing, but it's just he like machine guns dumb shit so fast. He is mocking LTG for how he responds to trolls. How does DSP respond to trolls? Oh my god.
When you get trolled. Let's
All
see.
right.
I actually have not seen the clip. It was recommended to me, but I have not yet watched it. So I'm going to do an honest first time reacting to the clip. Okay? All right, here we go.
I don't normally do this, but I'm trying to figure out.
Hold on, because the volume's off. It's too loud. Okay.
Oh, how many men do I got to block? How many you twerk?
Well, first of all I heard was one sentence, but I would just like to point out the incredibly flattering angle that this man chose to
Oh
film.
my god, you know, it's kind of funny because I don't know if he's in the passenger seat or he's driving, because it could be like flipped, right? If he's like driving, shouldn't DSP be like, you're driving, dwell on? Why are you driving and doing a video? But whatever. Anyways, like, first off, he's driving, and DSP has a lot of unflattering like YouTube shorts of his face. One of them is literally, like, I've said this 1,000 times. I don't know what Christian video it is, but it reminds me of that one Christian video where like Christian is like looking up at the camera, like the camera's like, and he's like talking, hi, like that shit. Like DSP did a short in the same way, and it had the same energy as that. And this dude is mocking LTG for how he looks in the short, when LTG looks more natural and more like a guy, as DSP looks like a fucking weird ass, like old ass dude that is trying to be one with the kids. Like, it's so weird. And he's like mocking him when he has more unflattering angles. And also, I just realized, recently, just keep in mind, DSP says, I wouldn't make fun of people for what they can't change. So you could argue that the angle that LTG is using is just a unfortunate thing of what he's born with. Okay.
As he decided to film this reaction video with his huge flaring nostrils, because he's obviously angry at whatever happened. I don't know what happened.
What?
Could he
flaring nostrils because he's angry, dude? Oh, okay.
Possibly have it angled any lower.
Let's move on.
Chin in the shot would be better angle.
Oh, he's saying just a chin would be a better shot, man. Why? Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Yeah, he's heavy driving. Why isn't DSP like shitting on him for doing this while driving? Honestly, you would think that's what he would say, but he's not saying it. LDG, you're driving. What if you hit someone while you're doing this fucking short?
Women. All right? I'm heterosexual. Weirdos, parasocial fucks, do I gotta block daily? I like women. All right? I'm heterosexual.
What was funny about that? I don't know the joke or lore behind that, but I will never know, and DSP will not explain it to me.
I don't have time to be.
Cool.
So for those who don't know,
oh, he is gonna explain it to me.
here's some of the lore that I'll
The
share with all of
lore!
you. Okay, the lore. Apparently, he recently, in the last year or two,
You know what?
bought a
Actually, no, I'm gonna
house.
say this. He says every troll that does the detractor con is like gossip and shit like that. His videos when he talks about LTG, wings, or whatever, they all have gossip energy. So like, you know that LTG. Okay, so I'm gonna explain the lore. Okay, Cassidy, I'm gonna tell you why this is going on, and this is like what's going on. Like I don't know.
But there's some kind of information on the internet alluding to the fact that he didn't purchase the home himself, that he has a co-signer on the house, and the guy's name is Ferris. I don't.
Oh, okay. So, like honestly, who fucking cares who's the co-signer of a house? First off, it's not like a house is affordable. Like, come on, we're really gonna dog on people for co-signing a house? Like, okay.
I don't know who that is. If that's like a fan, if that's a friend, if that's a.
And I like that we go straight to being weird. I don't know if Ferris is a fan, a friend, a relative. If you don't know, then why did you laugh at it? And why are you joining on something you know nothing about? Like, this dude gets so butthurt when people are like have misconceptions about him, but he is like participating with misconceptions on LTG.
It's a relative. I have no clue. But the ongoing joke is that because he has a co-signer on his house, that this is like his boyfriend or whatever, even though you heard what he just said, oh, I'm not gay or whatever. It's like, why do you
Yeah, because like just because you co-sign a house with someone, that doesn't mean you're gay with the person you're co-signing with. Like, for all you know, maybe this dude wanted to buy a house and it would be more affordable to find someone else who also wants to buy a house that he may be friends with, and then decide, okay, we're gonna like buy a house. And also, like, what is the scale of this house? Like, they're acting as if like they're buying a mansion together and they're like sharing a bedroom or whatever. Like, no one knows their situation, and of course, LTG detractors are gonna like shit on him and say whatever. And DSP's acting as if this is like reputable information to like think about.
Co-signer on your house? Most people who are adults, they buy a house themselves, or it's with their significant other. You'll co-sign on the house. Who is this random dude that you have a house with? Right?
But I like DSP saying this, but he's not asking himself, is it my business to know who this dude is? Like, what is LT? Like, this dude says all the time, it's no one's business when I wrote out my bankruptcy. It's no one's business when I got it from the bankruptcy. It's no one's business. But, I'm just, like, this document about him buying a house and co-signing the house with people that I guess is like public documentation or whatever. Dude's like, yeah, man, that's public knowledge. Everyone has the right to know. But when his fucking bankruptcy was public, why are you looking into that? Like, and I'm not like, he is like looking at this as it's fine, but then it's not when he's on the receiving end. Why can't he extend the same courtesy he wants everyone to give to him? Like, that's what I never understood with DSP. He doesn't extend the courtesy that he wants other people to give to him. He wants everyone to give him a second chance to ignore the detractor videos and watch his content. DSP doesn't watch LTG's content, doesn't give him any other opportunity to explain himself or give him the benefit of the doubt at all. But he wants everyone to like put baby mittens on for Phil. Like this is why that like I don't think he deserves any other like courtesies from people, because he doesn't give it to anyone else.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the lore there. I guess we'll have to find out.
And then he doesn't know the
Worrying
lore.
about a bunch of men commenting on my profile it's kind of insane. You know what I mean? It's kind of insane the level.
Oh, hold on. Well, first of all, the animation's completely in the wrong spot. I'm glad that just happened so that we can fix that. Let's put the animation
Why does
down
every fucking, like, okay, whatever.
here. There we go. We don't want it covering the royal face. Are you kidding me?
But remember, if someone did this oh my god, dude, he got butthurt about fucking Secret Limited having the picture of Panda Lee in a thumbnail. There's videos like, they're making fun of Panda Lee, they're highlighting Panda Lee, and she doesn't even live with me anymore. And he's highlighting like this shit with LTG. Like, at this point, Secret Limited should go back to that video and just put the original thumbnail up. Like, come on. He's doing it to LTG, but man, if you bring up Panda Lee and you have Panda Lee in your content, oh, you're a fucking creeper, stalker, or whatever the fuck. But what is this then? Does LTG still hang out with this woman? I don't know.
Can't have it covering the royal face. So Mozzie...
Does DSP know the lore behind that too? This is the thing. He keeps stealing all these interests from other detractor videos, but he has no idea. He only steals it because he likes how it looks. Again, this dude is a fucking baby with dangling keys in front of his face, which is very ironic because he shits on the Mario movies for just that when he like claps for it. All the time.
Just did a $2 super chat. Says, how about we ban and reban 220 every 2 goals? Oh, 220.
Okay, we're famous about 220.
I don't know.
Again, you know how little shit he generally cared about the 220 drama that he talks about all the time. Oh, 220 pretended someone died. Isn't that fucked up? He doesn't give a fuck about that. He doesn't. He generally doesn't. He's only saying that to make him seem like he has his principles. This fucker doesn't give a fuck. If he did, why are you like memeing and like fantasizing about 220 all the time? Like, dude, move on.
I don't know. I don't know if we unban. We'll have to see what happens. But thank you for $2, Mozzie. I appreciate that. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So what I'm trying to understand, again, this is a very short clip. He's saying that someone went and trolled him on his profile pic or something? Where? What? What are you talking about?
Dude, like, he's watching this how many years removed? We don't even know. Like, I don't think anyone would know if you're not, like, heard on LTG at all, would know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, come on. It's like watching an old DSP video, and you don't know the lore of, like, you haven't watched DSP in years and centuries. You don't know what DSP is. And then you just randomly watch this one clip where DSP talks about him jerking it. You're gonna be like, jerking off on stream? What was he doing? Like, you would be concerned as the fuck. Like, you'd think that he has his dick out. But then it's like, the actual truth of the matter was, he did it on YouTube, but it was only, like, his, like, chin up, basically. Like, you didn't see anything. But if you're just watching a out-of-context clip where he's talking about it, you're gonna be like, huh? What's he addressing?
He's one of, to be fair, LTG is heavily trolled on the internet, okay? Much like other people in his position, no matter where he goes and what he does and where he posts, okay? He actually has people who harass him no matter where. He's also very vain. He actually thinks that he's incredibly good looking, much better than most people of his age and demographic.
Okay, he mocks a lot, like, all the time about LTG's, like, confidence and how LG is so confident in his looks and all this other shit. And these will act as if he's so self-deprecating, like, oh, I don't see myself as I'm an ugly thing, my balls are sagging, my balls are clacking, my jowls shake, and I'm this. But then you'll sit through so much of, I'm way more fit than I was back then, guys. Look at my guns, yeah! All this other bullshit all the time. And it's like, you don't see yourself in that kind of way either? Like, come on.
Graphic. So he's full of himself. So, but you're trolled all the time. So why would you be shocked that you posted something somewhere and people put troll comments? Like right now, if I...
Oh my god. Why was... Like, imagine saying this about Cat. Literally, like, the first day that we were introduced to Kat, she was like, "Yeah, I know he's trolled and this and that." And then like we're told multiple times, not just once, not whatever, that oh guys, the trolling was so heavy and crazy. And even after like the first time that happened was when people were like, "The cat bring up Subaru Man." And it's like, and if I was being generous, I could say I can understand that because obviously, like, no one wants to like fucking sit through people bringing up your ex and all this other stuff, right? Like, okay, but then the other times, it was a straight like she was like doing a childish fit to leave the room. She leaves, and as I said, I think she was only there just to do the Dondoku rewards because these people just didn't want to do it, and like she was like doing like what a mom would do to their kid, right? Basically. Uh then she leaves. Then he's like, "Oh yeah, she just doesn't want to be made fun of anymore." And then like he like looked at Kino Casino and knew what they were about and volunteered all this info about Kat and his mom to them. Like, and he's like sitting there like, "Oh, so LTG doesn't know that the trolls are gonna troll." What do you think Kino Casino's gonna do with the information that, oh, Kat has some disease or whatever the fuck? Even if he was lying, like this dude is so fucking stupid. Like, it's so insane that he thinks that he can just do this and no one will like call him a little bitch ass bitch. Oh
if I
my
were to post a
god,
picture of me on X or on an Instagram or anywhere,
bitch ass
immediately
bitch.
I know below that picture there would be 20, 30, 40, comments about my looks.
And then the other thing is, he knew what his wife looked like. He knew what his wife looked like, and what, and like this dude, like every time that he talks about wings, guess what he's talking about? His fucking weight. He talks about so many other people's like weight and this that. Like he understands that people make fun of people's weight, right, on a very basic level, and he doesn't think, maybe Kat is a little too fat to be on stream. I guess whatever. But then we sit through. Oh my god, she didn't want to sit there to be like. Shut up.
and things like that. My face is melting. Exactly right. My hair is fading. I'm ugly. I'm wrinkly.
And yet he gets butter when people bring that up. Like I'm sorry, he cannot say this. So when he does get like triggered when people bring that up, and he like bans them and insults them, and all this other like, oh yeah, I dyed my hair. Yeah, fucking right, idiot. Like who cares? This dude got so buttered that people were saying that he had patches in his goatee, and he's like, no, it's gray hairs. It's gray hairs.
Yeah, I have jowls, whatever. Like, why is he reacting that way? Why is he so upset? Like, isn't that...
Dude, he's saying that, like, he doesn't understand why all these men are fixated on him. Like, he's not really, like, upset about it. He's just sitting there, like, he's kind of mocking the people who are, like, trolling him, basically. He's saying, like, oh, these people are fucking what? Which, guess what, gang? He does that, too! The whole, guys, they hyperfixate. But here's the fun difference. LTG is insinuating that people obsess over him because they're attracted to him. DSP is insinuating that people are autistic because they fixate on him. Now, I wonder in which light sounds a little bit more derogatory, right? Because LTG isn't necessarily shaming people for being gay or anything. He is just highlighting that people like find him attractive. It's kind of like turning a negative into like a whatever. DSP is kind of like using autism as a weapon against the trolls. And maybe I'm being like whatever about this, but DSP doesn't do himself any favors when DSP's a fucking bitch.
Isn't that kind of the thing? Like, that's going to happen, and that's the reason. Like for me right now, if I were to put a picture up, I do it just for that reason, just to make the monkeys jump. You know what I'm saying? Just to
okay. So why doesn't he post on Instagram anymore? Why? Remember when he used to post his TV? We cannot get those posts anymore. I wonder why. Like, he didn't buy a new TV, right? And even if he did, like, it's a TV. Oh my god, guys, he bought a TV. Like, how expensive do you think a TV is? Like, you know, whatever. Uh, You know, whatever. It's a TV, but he can't. He doesn't post pictures on Instagram anymore. We don't get any new pictures of Jasper like at all. We don't even see Ken anymore. Like, and then the cope of if I did it, it was to make my monkeys jump. Oh, to react to your photo? Like, this is like such basic fucking bullshit. Like this is like cope. He's coping for his own trolling and also like trying to act as if he's a bigger man. Like he is the way he's fixing on LG is also very specific and very cringe.
Just to make the idiots react in that way because that's the expected outcome. That's how you control the idiots. To him, he's like shocked and upset. Like, why are you, what? You're shocked that you are one of the most trolled people and you put up a post.
Like the only saving grace, I will say the only saving grace with DSP doing this is he doesn't do this nearly enough to really like, you know, whatever. Like this is just be a touch and go thing. Only the people who watch him are gonna like be like, this is bullshit. But if he did this kind of content more frequently, like a lot, like enough to like for this to kind of like seep into mainstream discourse or whatever, right, whatever level, people would like the LTG trolls might say, oh, DSP roasts LTG, yeah. But if DSP did this more often, they would also start to turn on him because it would be very obvious how disingenuous this is and how like insincere all this is and how much he's grifting them. Like it really is like a con that it's like con that like, you know, you have to know when to cut and leave before people start to realize it's a con. Like that's what's going on here. Like he's doing this like this one day and then he's gonna go back to normal and act as if this never happened because he conned all these people in one day and then like he'll con them in a few months again. But if he did this too much, the con would be too obvious. Which honestly, you know what? That is probably why these little things are. I do this for special occasions, and if I kept doing a lot, the novelty would wear off. Yeah, because people would see through the grift. Like that's what DSP versus the internet was. Like DSP versus the internet started like. You know, maybe that's what I was like kind of focused on more. If you look at like KO Gaming and when it plateaued, like when it got something going with like the home front of the revolution video, and then after that it just kind of plateaued and then it just fell off because he kept doing that same con of this is the worst game ever to multiple games that people started to see through the con and then they lost interest. Like that might be honestly why his career is stagnating and not really going anywhere, because this is one big con. He's a fucking grifter. This is like cartoonish levels, and this is probably why a lot of his audience, they don't have critical minds. These are the people who will gladly be conned forever. Like these are the people who will never wake up to the grift, and they've put so much money or attention into it that they can't like leave. It would not be worthwhile for them to leave DSP's content for the amount of time they put into it.
Trolled it.
Parasocial weirdos I gotta deal with. I'm a guy, you know what I mean? I'm not a chick with tits out, thong showing. I'm a guy.
Did he just say?
Oh my god, he said thong, by the way. It's just like, you know, hard to hear sometimes, but DSP loves like joking about dicks, and then also this as well, which you could even like if you really wanted to like be that guy, you could also say this is transphobic because he's kind of like insinuating that this is a terrible thing or whatever the fuck. But that's if you like really want to go like the extra mile. But which I don't think is really worth it. You know what I'm saying?
A chick with boobs out, dong showing? Is that what he just said? Maybe I misheard.
Maybe it says maybe DSP thought of dogs.
That's what he just said, but
Every time one of you parasocial fucks and weirdos comment on my
And do you
profile,
think DSP's gonna even go into the LTG daughter lore? I don't think so. Something tells me we're not gonna, like, he will talk about it in like in a arbitrary way, like, oh yeah, apparently there was documentation that he has a daughter and he's not doing anything with her, but I don't know why would this happen, and this and that. Which is like, if you don't know and you don't want to comment on it, that's like fine. Like, I don't know the full detail, but I'm not gonna sit there and talk about it and fantasize about if he does or doesn't have a daughter or whatever. But Diesel will keep bringing it up and then say, I don't know. Like, why don't we get to the bottom of this? Right? Correct?
you're blocked. When you go back to my page, you realize, ah, damn, I can't comment. I wonder why.
Does he think that these people would be upset by that? Why would people?
Oh my god. Dude, there are people, like, yeah. He's talking about the people who are like, like, when this happens a lot anyways, like, DSP will block someone, and they're like, guys, DSP's a bitch, he can't handle criticism, he blocked me. Like, that's the kind of people LTG is talking about, like, this phenomenon, when people are like, oh my god, this guy blocked me, I had a conversation, then he blocked me. Like, that kind of shit. Like, that's who he's talking about. And then DSP's like, now I'm not gonna show because I'm not gonna bother opening up Twitter, but DSP literally posted after this fucking stream, LTG DM'd me and then he blocked me because he's a coward. And all LG basically told him was get off his dick. He's like, okay, man, you're a little too obsessed with me. I don't want to talk to you anymore, whatever. Whatever, right? The usual thing LTG tells anyone, right? And he's like, he's a coward, he blocked me, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you not only, like, I don't know if he does that now on Twitter necessarily, because he makes nothing posts on Twitter anyway. Secondly, he does that even on his own stream. You gotta talk shit. Okay, you're blocked now. You can cry in your little corner or whatever the fuck. He does that all the time. And he's like mocking LTG for doing the things he does.
People, if they don't like you and they're trolling you, why would they be upset with the fact that you blocked them? Anyway.
Because
that was just a warm-up.
Whatever. Oh, that was a warm-up.
We have many more. I just want to see, hold on one second. I want to see how this works. If I click this. Okay.
How this works.
So this does work. As I'm trying to see how I'm going to jump between clips here today, because if they're going to work or not in this method. So bear with the king 1 second while I figure
You're
this
just
out.
clicking on tabs. You're just clicking on tabs. Guys, I'm going to see if this works. Okay, this works. Okay, I tested that, guys. Whoa.
I think this is working. Okay.
I think it's working. Clicking on tabs works, guys.
Honest first-time reactions to these. All right.
Oh, dude,
so this is working. Again, for the record, I've not seen any of these clips. All right, at all. This is my honest first-time reactions to these clips that we're seeing. Now, in this case, this is going to be a good one. I can already tell. All right. First off,
I can already tell this is oh my god, dude, this is so lame. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Dude, like, this is so corny. This is gonna be good, guys. This is gonna be good. I can already tell this is gonna be good. What's the tell? Oh, because there's a like counter. Like, oh wow, if I had a fucking like counter, does that mean this video is gonna be good?
Let's take a look at the layout. This is actually a video from the King of Rogs, which is one of his detractors. Okay, so the bottom left hand is
again. He is so butter. Oh my god! You go back to when he was talking about Keem. He would like kind of say, because he would like say, Phil, why do you look on videos this that? He would then he told Keem during the Craig interview, well, I watch a documentarian like June the King that like vets his sources and blah blah blah. Like, that was like the only like sliver of like, well, he is watching a video from a guy that's just citing sources and blah blah blah. Right, and I think any normie would say, yeah, that it's not exactly the same as he was talking about people who watched like detractor channels. But right now, he can't say that anymore. He's literally watching detractor videos. Then when people tell him that, he's like, well, I'm just getting the gist of what was going on. Like, but this guy will like rip his hair out and say, you should watch the full context. He got butthurt about Button Check watching like Raw Phil just to watch a segment. And he's like, oh, you should watch the full content. Oh my god, who the fuck's calling? Like, I don't know who this is. They can talk to someone else. I ain't picking up. Talk to the voicemail.
His real stream, and then the entire border on the top and right hand side is the detractor. And in fact, this is the avatar of the detractor. He actually uses the character from Balatro. Did you guys ever play the game Balatro?
Ever heard of Balatro? You know what that is? Like, he played, like, this is what's, like, oh my god, dude, he talks to his audience like they never watched him. He streamed Balatro. He streamed it for them. And he's talking to these people like they don't know what this, dude, he streamed it to them. Oh my god. You know what that game is?
And so, let's, investigate. If you look at the upper left-hand corner, all right, this is a counter. And if you're wondering, I wonder what that counter is. What does that represent? All right. So, many years ago, LTG...
Oh my god, this actor shit, like, I did look into it because he kept talking about it, and I was like, okay, I have to, like, see this. So it got to that point, and it's really just nothing. Because anyone can say, yeah, man, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna know my name. And then, like, nothing happens. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, okay. Who cares? Like, this is, like, obviously, like, anyone with a functional brain would understand the entry level to get into a Marvel movie is, like, insanely high. Like, no way would Disney really, like, go to LTG and be like, yeah, we're gonna cast you for that. Like, no. No. He could do commercials, like, whatever. Like, there are YouTubers that make it into this kind of industry, but it's also, like, relative to what they do. Like, ProZD does a lot of, like, anime voice acting, but how big do you think he is, relatively? Right? The only movie I saw him in that we acted in, like, genuinely in, was the movie Blackberry, which is a great movie, by the way. I love that movie, Blackberry. And I like the Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. That's also a good movie. But anyways, like, that's as far as ProZD get. Do you think ProZD is gonna go get a Marvel movie? Probably not. But he does a lot of voice acting because, it's probably like a career that he could get into. Same with all these other YouTubers that dabble in it. Like, whatever. But they're not gonna make it into the big leagues because guess what? These big studios want unknown name actors, people that they know who they are. Like, so it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. And the trolls are counting it is like the same mentality as the trolls counting down to the 10-year plan. Like, it's the same thing where anyone who's watching DSP content knows, yeah, he's not gonna do the 10-year plan. Like you don't even need to do the countdown. Like, come on.
He was a full-time streamer just like he is now. And he made a statement that he was going to become a real actor, that he was actually going to break into movies and break into television. He was going to be in all the Marvel movies. That's actually, he thought he was going to be in like the Avengers and stuff like that. And
you know what? LTG should say COVID did it. Yeah, I was going to be in Marvel movies, but then COVID fucked everything up. That's what he should do. Give us the COVID excuse, like DSP. And then DSP can react to it. LTG is a COVID ruined acting. Right, yeah, because Brad Pitt can't get acting roles now because of COVID, right? You didn't do that shit to him because everything DSP says is factual and based, and whatever DSP says is an excuse and laziness, right? Sound good?
Outright said to his audience, quote me on this. If I'm still streaming 6 years
By the way,
later,
I also saw a little bit of the Wings videos, and like again, I've said this in like the last marathon video of watching this. DSP does the same shit here. Everything here, it's LGG's fault. LG's dumb. Fuck LGG. 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 When he was doing the Wings, the stuff I've seen, it was always blaming people around him and blaming and acting as if Wings is some naive little baby who's being led astray. Like it is so insane to me that whatever LTG does, it's 100% on him 100% of the time. But Wings, well, you have to understand the mods are trolling him and leading him astray. Like, fuck off. Like, why does he act as if Wings is an incapable little baby who can't, like, control himself? But LTG, everything is his fault. Like, you really could, like, paint this in a racist light. Because DSP doesn't even, like, try. He doesn't even try to, like, be fair. He isn't fair. Like, you just even watch the other one. He was roasting LTG for the same shit that DSP told Wings in the past multiple times. All this stuff is fake bullshit because DSP's a fake fuck.
I failed in life. Quote me on that. He's actually said that. That's 100% quoted from about 6 years ago. Well, guess what? It's 20.
What about the quote about Wings talking about the age of consent? Why is it? Well, he's probably gonna say, there's context to that. Well, it probably means this other thing. He didn't mean that. He was probably trolled into it. But LTG, he said this and it's factually based. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why does Wings get all of the creators say whatever and be treated as if like, he didn't know what he was saying? But LTG, well, he knew what he was saying. Okay.
2026. He is still a full-time live streamer. He has not done any acting roles. He is not sought by Hollywood. The rumor is he did actually go full in on it. He tried to like do auditions.
The rumor is he did auditions. Okay, if the rumors are true, right? And he did auditions, you know that people could do a good audition and still not get the job, right? Like, that is a thing. You could act your ass off and be the greatest actor, and then they'll go with Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, come on. What is this? And he doesn't know anything about this career at all because he is not in it. Like, off the bat, LG's more experienced in the career of acting than DSP is. Like, I remember there was like a small little segment, I don't know if it was on Reddit or Kiwi Farms or wherever, but they were shitting on like Mega64 or whatever. And they were shitting on Derek because they were like, Derek acts as if he knows how to make a movie and he doesn't make movies and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But they made the Mega64 version 4 movie, which is like, whatever movie, whatever. And now he's doing a feature film, an independent film, be it, called Pinhole, which is a horror movie that he is working on. He also crowdfunded a horror comic, which I did support, and it was actually a good comic. I enjoyed reading it. Like, he is already doing stuff that is involved in the career. So you think that people are gonna keep bringing that up now? Like, he's actually doing stuff for the things he wants to. He acted in other smaller projects, which is actually more than what DSP does in his fucking life.
He tried to do all these things, and apparently he just failed miserably. Like, no one wants anything to do with this guy. So his detractors are legit doing a countdown to his date of failure because he said that so many years ago.
DSP also talked about the 10-year plan, and people are counting that down, but he's just like, it's COVID. Fuck that. Like, that's not an excuse. People could still get, like, I'm also surprised that he's not even talking about the current job reports that are going out. He probably did at some point, honestly, but like, he like quadrupled down on the COVID thing, which is like not even like material. Like people like could bring up the job reports during that time. I mean, because people talk about it now, like, oh, the job reports are worse now than it was during COVID, and even worse than during the recession that we had like years ago, right, or whatever. Like, there's all these people talking about this, but like, it doesn't matter in the sense that like DSP is making a lot of money. Like, there's no reason to even talk about the reasons why he didn't do the 10-year plan. Like, it would have made more sense. Like, because he initially he said, I can't keep doing that. He initiated the 10-year plan because he was getting trolled and he couldn't afford stuff, whatever. And then like things turned around because he started making more money and this and that, which would have been a more like airtight reason to not look for a job, right? But instead, he didn't want to say that. He wanted to say COVID because when he talked about it, everyone was hurting from COVID, and DSP wanted to be part of the bandwagon because he loves joining in on on this. Like if there was like like if a bunch of Italians talked about how they were being discriminated and all this, like let's say that like there was a mass discrimination against Italians, and DSP isn't like feeling it because you know he's a streamer and all this other stuff, he would find a way to weasel himself into that. Yeah, man, I know how they feel. Like when I do this, that Italian discrimination, like just finding ways to join in on other people's like issues because this guy is an idiot and he loves attention and like that's what this is.
I mean, what a stupid thing to say. You're on a stream trying to entertain an audience, right? And you're going to say outright to the audience, I basically don't want to be here. I don't want to actually be entertaining for you. I'm only doing this because this is, I want to be an actor. I'm better than all of this. You know, what a dumb thing. And you know, you're going to get called out on that years later. You know, it's going to happen. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is analyze, since this is the first time we're actually legit looking at this stream. Okay. I just want to analyze each piece.
Oh my god.
Full-time streamer myself.
I listen to this and he says the same
so
shit.
First off,
get a load of this.
The webcam / face cam that
LTG
god. Uses. First thing I see is glasses. All right, big glasses that are reflecting the screen. Okay, that's bad because glasses reflecting the screen is.
Who cares? Who cares? Dude, he's streaming and he's wearing glasses. Oh my god. What? Like, this is fucking stupid. And sure, you could argue, oh, LGG doesn't need... Like, this argument is dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. Like, get a load of this argument. Get a load of it.
It is very annoying. Like, for example, if I were to put on glasses on a stream and they're just reflecting my super bright OLED into the camera, that's annoying to you. That's
no, it's
why
not.
I don't wear glasses on stream.
But
now,
whatever.
You might wonder, well, why is he wearing glasses, right? He claims that those are gunner glasses.
I love it as he claims. When did LTG say these are gunner glasses? And that's number one. Number two, what if he just misspoke? You know, like this fucker does. Because you understand there's a chance that some people may say another word to describe something else, like how people say that he was banned off Twitch when he wasn't banned and he was kicked off the partner program. You know, sometimes people say that and they conflate two things that are not the same, but it expresses the same like idea. Like, they may not be factually gunner glasses, but what if he just says it because that's how he wants to describe it? Because maybe he's like, whatever. Like, this is such semantics as bullshit. And it's the handcart meme. That's what this is. This is DSP's handcart moment. You're like, it's not a handcart, it's a hand tool exit. Like, the selfie stick shit. This dude will sit there and be like, well, actually, this is camera holding studio hand tool, whatever the fuck. And but the lay person, everyone else will say that's a selfie stick. But he will say the full name, so you cannot fucking say it's a selfie stick. And then we say this, selfie stick? Huh? I don't have that. It's like, dude, fucking shut up. Eat a brick.
Or blue light blocking glasses, like these. Okay?
Wait, what?
That those are gunner glasses. Or blue light blocking glasses, like
By the way, he says that the trolls fixate on like tiny minutia and they freak out. He is look at the glasses LG is wearing, right? They're tiny. Like, I don't know how that's the first thing you see. The first thing I saw was like the fucking room because it's like, oddly cropped, whatever. And then I move on. Like, who cares? Like, the game takes the bigger screen anyway. The first thing I noticed, honestly, was Sonic on the ground saying, "Oh no." That was the first thing I looked at.
like these. Okay? He claims that those are gunner glasses that he uses to block the blue light so that his eyes don't get hurt during his streams. All right? Except they're not. Those are real glasses. You can tell.
No, there are blue light glasses, whatever the fuck, that look like that. He thinks that they have to have the yellow lens. This dude is dented as fuck because I've seen so many other streamers use it. Like, come on. Like, okay, guys, I need to go full Greek for a sec. I didn't know what Google's gonna show me. Blue light glasses? Because I don't want to be doxxed for a YouTube search or see dumb shit, right? Correct? Like, I think this will be fine, man. Let's go to main. Like, look at these glasses. Yeah, there are some with different lenses, but there's also some with clear lenses because you realize it's the kind of glass that is used. And some people may want colored lenses so people know these are not real glasses or whatever. And some people may just want clear lenses because they don't want, like, whatever. There's all these reasons. And this dude is like, yeah, actually they need this lens. They're real glasses. He wants to make it, because he's working towards the idea that LTG is insecure about growing up. And he doesn't want to admit that he needs to wear glasses. How do you know that? First off. Secondly, DSP will also bring this up to say, see, I wear glasses. I'm okay with it. Okay, how many fucking streams did this guy wear glasses? Think about it. He played Crimson Desert, didn't even know the lock-on, what button to lock on. He looked at the controller screen, didn't know where the lock-on was. All this shit. He does not wear glasses at all. The only time he puts on his glasses is to read instructions for Legos or whatever the fuck, or just general websites sometimes. To look at where the start button is on a controller. He did do that one time. And to there was something else. Like, whatever. He wears them seldomly. He does not, he doesn't wear them at all. And he's saying, well, it's okay for LG to wear them because, yeah, your eyesight's not getting good. Okay, DSP, you're 45 million years old. Why aren't you wearing your glasses when you're playing games then? Right? But no, he wears them. And honestly, I would even argue it's a show when he wears glasses. Like, he's not wearing glasses genuinely. He's like, oh, try to put on my glasses, guys. He does that all the time. It's like a fucking, like, bit. It really is. Like, this dude, all of his comedy is from, like, the Colbert Report, these late night talk shows. But, like, and yet, less funny. Like, if you think Stephen Colbert is cringe and, like, a cancer to comedy, don't worry, guys. He is worse. DSP is, like, there to be worse. Like, he would probably be the first to be, like, kicked. He'd be the first comedian to be canceled, like, after one talk show episode. Like, they'll air one, and they're like, okay, yeah, this is canceled. And then they'll apologize and refund everyone. They'll refund everyone. The first ever to be refunded, and they will pay people who watch it. They'll pay people who watch it. They're like, oh, we're so sorry we let you see this.
You tell because they're not anything like Gunner glasses. When he actually has the close-up, you could tell they're real glasses. He needs them because his eyesight's going. And that's okay.
What is his judgment on this? Like, you realize that there's also glasses that look real that are hipster glasses, right? And he knows this because he mocked hipsters so many times, but it's like stereotypical reasons. This is such dumb arguments. Again, as I said, the blue light glasses don't need to be Gunner glasses. They're not just Gunner glasses, and they also don't need to have colored lenses. And this guy's like, well, yeah, it's clear. Thus, they must be real glasses. He has reading glasses, by the way. Are they prescription glasses? You know, like, think about that. He realizes that there are glasses people who don't have eye problems can buy because they're for reading. Like, this is such a stupid take, and it's, like, so ignorant. Like, again, if this was a 12-year-old, it'd be like, okay, he's a child. Like, you know, he doesn't know any better. He's in his 40s and has less understanding of anything around him. It is like incredible how like ignorant this dude is.
Hey,
and the level like the ignorance like is not even like malicious like racial whatever ignorance. It's a general ignorance. General. He's ignorant of everything.
Your eyesight goes. He's already in his 40s. He doesn't admit that to his streams. He acts like he's a young guy, like he's in his 20s. He's not. He's in his 40s. And just like me in the...
How does he act that he's young? Like, this seems very, 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 like, I don't know if it would be projection would be the word. I think there's another word, but I can't think of it because I'm, like, very smart. But he's insinuating so much and speculating so much and inferring from a lot. Just from a dude who's just streaming and he's like, oh yeah, man, what's up? Get that ass bad. Yeah, man, like this. Yeah, people talk however they want to talk. And he's like, what? How should he talk like a fucking old ass man? Like, this dude is such a cartoon character. Like, I feel like when this dude gets into his 70s and 80s, he'll actually use the word Sonny. All right, Sonny. Okay, Sonny boy. Like, whatever. He's talking like a fucking stereotypical old ass dude.
As you get older, your eyesight goes. He's already in his 40s. He doesn't admit that to his streams. He acts like he's a young guy, like he's in his 20s. He's not. He's in his 40s. And just like me, in the last year, my eyesight has begun to fail. I can barely see things up close anymore. Like, I can see the monitor right now. I can see all of you in chat. But I can't actually, like, read normal stuff up close anymore. I actually have, right here...
Oh my god, we are still on this, and he's like fixated on like LTG being in his 40s, acting like he's in his 20s. What is the proof of this? Like, come on. And this is the guy that like he will sit there and like clown it up like a fucking clown in his 40s. Like, come on. He danced for PPP, and he's like, yeah, LTG acts like a 20-year-old. So we're age shaming LTG for not acting his age, as this guy acts like a clown all the time. Right.
Reading glasses. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I need reading glasses because I'm in my 40s. And now, oh my God, now I can actually see things up close beautifully. And that's the thing. He can't see anymore, but he has to lie to his audience constantly about everything. So, oh, these are just blue light glasses, you know. Why do you think he needs the glasses? Because look at the game he's playing. He's playing a puzzle game. So he needs to be able to see the colors, the little, you know, it's Tetris or whatever this is. I don't even know what this is, some kind of a puzzle game. So
I don't know what this is. Loves games, by the way.
Needs real glasses. But he lies to his audience about it, all right? Just like he lies.
What's the evidence? I love that DSP is like, oh, you think I did this? Okay, prove it. Prove it. Prove that I didn't sell my account. Why don't you provide proof? But he is, like, fixated on the idea that LGD is lying about his glasses. What is the evidence? He is basing this off of how things look, by the way, which is also pretty bad. Like, this is the guy that says, don't jump to conclusions. He's jumping to the conclusion that LGD is lying. And even if he was, right, let's even go further with it. out of all the things that people accuse LTG of lying, do you really think this is like a huge thing to focus on? A big deal? Oh my god, guys, LTG lies about his glasses! I can't. Guys, cancel LTG. He lied about his glasses. Like, I think there's other things that people are accusing him of lying that are probably a little worse than that, right? Like people accuse him of lying about having a daughter. Or not having a daughter, or whatever. Like, that's a big lie. But he's fixated on him lying about his glasses that has no factual basis. What's the where is he operating this from? Oh, because he called it gunner glasses that they're not? That's your evidence? That's your smoking gun? Dude, imagine if this guy was a police officer. He would make up crimes. And they would go to court and be like, yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, fucking mistrial. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because it's bullshit. This guy would probably be the first cop to lose their job for making shit up. Like, so blatantly, too, doob.
He lies to his audience about that hairpiece.
God damn.
Because he's been caught out flat out with evidence that that's fake hair. He's basically bald. But he won't admit this to his audience at all.
He's basically bald. Like, dude, DSP, you're basically bald by that logic. Because literally, look at his, like, widow's peak, right? You're seeing more and more of his, like, forehead. Or his scalp. Like, it's to the point where you can kind of imagine him being bald. Like, look at this angle right now. You can kind of see how bald DSP would look like. Kinda. And then when he, like, tilts his head down, like, you see, like, valleys in his fucking scalp. And he is saying this because he's saying, well, look at his head. Look at... First off, like, we're not even that close to see his hair. And also, who cares? First off, like, you realize that people get wigs and they may just want wigs, or they may want to do whatever. Because even if LG is wearing, like, fake hair or whatever, who cares? Like, move on. Like, come on. And it's not even that, like, arguably, you could even argue it's not even that bad, because look at LTG right now. Do you, like, are you sitting there and thinking, he's bald, look at that hair, he's bald? Like, he is using the same logic people use about DSP being bald and dyeing his hair in the same kind of way. People think DSP's dyeing his hair because, well, look at his hair color. Like, it's just, this is all nonsense. And half the time people are saying that are just memeing it. But DSP is, like, just doubling down on it because, like, he's a fucking dumb fuck. Like, this is the gullible guy that gets led astray more than Wings. Like, and it's so sad. I'm jumping way ahead to Wings, by the way. But it's so sad that Wings sits there and defends DSP a lot when his, like, mods or people he plays with are like, oh, I think Phil is stupid and he's a scammer. And Wings is like, actually, he's just doing this because he needs to make money, dog. He's making money, dog. That's his job, man. I understand where he's coming from, man. And all this other shit. And DSP is sitting there like, Wings is being led astray. Wings is being tricked into saying dumb shit. And then this dude is focused on the fucking hair meme because all the LTG detractors talk about it. Because there's one clip supposedly of LTG saying, oh yeah man, I installed fake hair or whatever the fuck. Like, what's the context of that? How much of that is true?
Oh.
And who cares?
Thank you to Lordulick for a $2 super chat. He says, hashtag free Kaya. I actually don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means. This dude literally has brought up, in vague ways, albeit, the fucking Hassan shit, where he's like, oh, yeah, man, I love animals. I would never do that to animals. You know me, man. But he doesn't even know the name of the dog that they're even talking about. And again, like, everything he is talking about is like circumstantial, or people who looked at a clip and came to a conclusion, like, for whatever reason. You can think of whatever. I'm not gonna tell you what to think, but like, this dude will tell you when you watch a detractor meme or a detractor video about DSP, take it with a grain of salt. It's all circumstantial and it's spun negatively. But I guarantee you, he can watch that clip of Kaya in that Hassan clip, and he could come to that same conclusion because the video could have led him to believe that. He will not have a critical mind into it or think about it, just like he's doing with LTG, because this dude is such a baby brain. He has no like concept of being a little critical about what is being shown to him. If he wants to, he could even be indifferent. If anything, he could say this like, well, I don't know, like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, how can anyone prove anything on that level? That would satisfy people, right? And you would think DSP would know that. You would think DSP would know that because he sat there and proved that he sold that the Down from the Raptors account. Some people believed it. Some people are like, yeah, Phil did sell that account. I believe him. And there are people like, I want to see the exact PayPal transaction. Obviously, DSP will not feel comfortable opening his PayPal to people or whatever. Like, so you would think naturally he would understand why maybe not everyone can disprove everything. But he will not extend that courtesy because he's a fucking dumbass.
I guess that's a lore reference. Thank you for the $2.
I guess that's a lore reference. Yeah, it's a deep lore. Guys, actually the lore is people think Hassan electrocuted Kaya or whatever. In reality, I don't think that was the truth. I don't think that was the case. You know, some people may say, well, the caller isn't that, you know, whatever. Everyone is wrong. Everyone is. Hassan's wrong. Hassan haters are wrong. You're wrong. Everyone's wrong. The reality is LTG was the one that shot Kaya. Now, I can't say if he did it on purpose, but like, think about it. What is the #1 meme about LTG, right? Think about it. And what's it associated with? Lightning. You see what I'm saying? He was banning someone at the time, and then the electricity that did it, like this, it just happened to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very complicated. I cannot explain the powers of LTG because he is a low tier god. You know, he's not a high tier god. High tier god probably has a more control over his power. Low tier gods, they probably don't. They probably have no control because they're low tier, obviously.
Okay, so yeah, that hair you see there is fake. It's not real. It's actually a solid piece of like whatever it is, fake hair, foam, who even knows what it is, right? He got blatantly caught
He doesn't even know what it is.
Someone found a video of when it was actually installed. I'm not kidding. They found the video when he was younger and when he had it installed for the very first time. They called him out on it and he admitted, yeah, that's a real video. I had no idea anyone like filmed it or anyone could find it. So, yeah, so that hair is completely fake. And it's hilarious because, again, he always brags about how, oh, look.
But do we know why he installed it in the first place? What if he installed it for a reason?
Look how good my hair is. Look, I don't have a gray hair on my head. Yeah, because it's not real hair. It's blatantly fake and everyone knows it. If he takes his fingers like this and he scratches, the entire thing moves.
First it says it didn't move, and now it says it moves when he scratches it. Do you know how hair works? Like, you realize that, like, you know, whatever. We're just not gonna get to it. We're gonna move on positively.
Thank you to Tim the
Let's
Tool
not,
for $5.
let's not hyperfixate. Again, he mocks trolls for hyperfixating on small things about him. And yet he's hyperfixating on LTG's glasses, hair, and him lying about wearing glasses. Okay, let's say he really needed to wear glasses. Like, okay, he's wearing glasses. So then why were we talking about it? Oh, it reflects or whatever. But he's saying like, well, he's not telling us he's wearing glasses. But again, he doesn't know blue lens glasses can also be like clear lenses. He doesn't know that.
TG Suffer Detractors, the King reigns supreme. Thank you, Tim. Very nice.
Oh, and by the way, he was dancing to this because he loves the music and he loves this intro. It's his favorite shit ever because there's a lot of dangling keys for him to dance to.
As you can see, actually in the King of Rog's intro to his videos, if LTG even just scratches his head, the whole thing moves as a solid piece. Normal hair doesn't do that.
How do you know?
Natural hair doesn't move as a solid piece. And another thing, when you hit your 40s, Your hair isn't pure black. Everyone's hair starts to gray. My hair is gray right here, and my
Where?
facial hair is gray. Why? Because I'm older. Now, if he was just honest, that, okay, I'm getting older, I dye my hair, I do this.
Why does it matter? What? Okay. First off, why does everyone have to explain themselves to random strangers on the fucking internet? Think about this. He is saying that, well, it's one thing to do it and not saying it, but what he should have was, okay, guys, I'm getting old. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about with this. Because he just said that LTG said, yeah, I installed fake hair. So he did say he installed it. So he didn't lie then, right? So why are we talking as if he did lie? Secondly, even if he didn't, let's say he didn't say that. So everyone who's streaming has a, okay guys, as you can see, I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a hat. You may be wondering, why am I wearing a hat? Why did I start wearing hats in my videos? Well, since you don't seem to understand that maybe I just decided I want to wear a hat, is because I just wanted to wear a hat. I thought it'd be kind of cool to wear a hat. That's why I'm wearing it. And I think I look good with like a little bit longer hair and a hat. You know, that's just like, and I also am not like really, I don't hate my hair, but I also don't love my hair. I don't know, it's weird, right? So do you think that's fun? You think that's fun to hear people talk about all the time why they look the way they look? Like, imagine if you have to explain yourself every time you stream. That would be insane. Oh, guys, I shaved my beard. Let me tell you why. Like, this is stupid, and this is very superficial and like very like image shaming. And this guy was sitting there like, I think people should just be happy. Why are we fixated on how this dude looks and that he didn't explain why he looks the way he looks? What the fuck are we doing?
No one would care, but he lies. He's constantly lying about his appearance. He's constantly lying about everything. All right? Here's the best part about all of it. He acts like he's such a virile guy. Look at me. And everything here, I'm flawless. Look, no wrinkles, spotless peanut butter complexion and all that.
First off, he's saying this all on stream. Like, how genuine do you think all of this is? Like, I'm sure LTG trolls would say it's not an act and whatever. I mean, I'll say like he's very egotistical. I agree with that. But like, what if this is all an act? Like, I mean, if you compare this to DSP, who do you think is putting on an act? Like, LG says outlandish things that are like whatever. It's all stupid at the end of the day, and like, you know, whatever. People are gonna hate it regardless.
And all that shit, right? But he can't grow a beard. He has this like wispy mustache, and he's got this like thin band that he's got going around his chin strap, right?
Oh my god. Dude, there's literally a video of DSP with a chin strap. What was that about? And guess what? He's like, well, if I grow my hair out, my skin explodes and it's stretching a lot and it's terrible and I break out. But he had a full beard before. And then he had a chin strap.
Right? He can't actually grow a real beard. So instead, he just does that thin ass shit, and then he like trims around it to pretend, oh, that's my style choice. It's not his style choice. He doesn't have enough.
What? But that is a style choice. This is really stupid. This is a style choice. If he's putting in the effort to shave to make it look that way, that is a style choice. Oh, no, he's saying it's not a choice. It's a style, but it's not a choice. But then wouldn't he just shave it then if he can't grow it? Some people just shave regardless because they can't grow a full beard or whatever. And again, like I thought that DSP is above making fun of people for stuff that they don't choose. Right? What if he wanted a beard and since he can't grow a full beard, he's like, "Oh, I'll just style it to look like this because it looks good." Some people also like shaving their head too because they think they look better with no hair. But I guarantee you, DSP doesn't know that. I bet you anything. He thinks that if you're young and you're bald, you're doing chemo or some shit. I guarantee you that's what he thinks. That's the first thing he goes to in his mind. I don't think he can comprehend the idea that people may like having like no hair or whatever, or being bald or whatever. Guarantee he does not understand that.
doesn't have enough testosterone to really grow a real beard. So he does this little wimpy shit on his
How
face.
does he know? And also, people can say the same thing about him. Oh yeah, DSP doesn't have any testosterone because listen to his voice. Listen to his voice. He does have enough testosterone to have a deep voice. and he cries because there's no testosterone.
He actually looked much better before he ever grew that. But again, he's, oh, I'm good. I'm mature now, so I'm going to grow this beard. He looks like an idiot.
Do you guys think that DSP grows a goatee because he thinks mature people grow facial hair? I kind of feel that's what he thinks. Like, he can't grow a full beard because his skin will explode. So he shaves a goatee so that he can be mature. Like, this is projection. And I'll say there's more reason to believe that's why he has a goatee than LTG having a goatee or whatever, because he wants to feel mature. Because DSP has the logic of a child. Like, because when you're a child and you want to grow a beard, half the time you're thinking, yeah, if I had a beard, I'd be mature. Yeah. And I guarantee that's why he has a beard and all this stuff. And he tried all these other styles. The chin strap looked dumb, so he had to go with the goatee. Like, that's exactly why he did that. Why do you think he also, like, wants to keep his hair, like, he keeps, like, styling it back? Because he thinks this is mature. He doesn't want to do bangs. Like, I remember growing up, my mom was telling me, like, oh, you look terrible with bangs. You're, like, you're not young to have bangs or whatever. I'm like, and I think at this point, like, people are kind of, like, moved on from that, where it's like, okay, just have whatever hairstyle, right? Like, whatever. But DSP probably is like, yeah, I'm middle aged, so I gotta show my forehead because that's what adults do.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, continuing on with the analyzation of this stream. Okay. Take a look below his face cam. All right. And by the way, I've already commented on his streaming space in his room. What's hilarious, he acts like that's a giant room. It's not. That room is identical.
Who cares? And by the way, he acts as if his room is big too. Shut up.
To the size of the room that I broadcast out of. The only difference is my camera is here against the wall, so it's very close, so it looks like.
What?
My room is small, but that's because the camera is right here.
No, wait a minute. No, it's not. That is a lie. He is saying it's against the wall? No, it's not. There are photos of his stupid dumb fuck setup, even after he installed his dumb desk, where it's on the table. There's no wall where this is set. What the fuck is he talking about? He's lying. He is lying. And he's like, yeah, there's a wall right here. It's on the wall. No, it's not. It's on a tripod, dumb fuck. Get out of here.
If I put my camera all the way on the other side of the room, all right, it would look huge. Or if I put my camera right here against the wall and it was filming that way, it would look exactly the same as his room. He's bragged about his 9-foot tall ceilings. My ceiling's 9 foot tall too. That's called a standard bedroom.
Okay.
So he's literally broadcasting out of a spare bedroom of his home, like pretty much everyone else does. But he brags that he got this giant house.
He brags about this too. Cause I have this studio. I have this big gated community.
You know what I mean? He's constantly.
I have a family. Dude, this dude over exaggerates his situation. He says he has a family. Now, anyone who's like could be generous and say, yeah, he has a family because he has a wife. Like, okay, fair enough. But you could also say that's not a family. Like, because like honestly, how many people who don't have kids and they just have a wife brag about having a family life? Like, how many people? They probably just say that, oh, I have a wife. I spend time with my wife. Or my partner. Or whatever. They don't say, I spend time with my family. Because they probably don't want to insinuate that they have kids or whatever, because they don't have that. But DSP always says that because he loves labels. He loves these labels. Because this guy's a little bitch. He seeks so much validation from society. That's why he does all this stuff and gets buttered when people are like, oh, I don't think what we have as a family. Like, come on.
Exaggerating. his affluence, his means, all of this crap. 100%. The room is bare.
He calls what he has a studio setup, and his green screen is worse than RTU's. He's using like the basic bitch ass green screen that I use. I mean, it's not exactly the same because mine's like Apple. Apple. It's Apple, dude. So it's a little different. And this dude is sitting there like, oh yeah, I have a studio setup. Right.
Didn't put anything on the wall. He has no soundproofing whatsoever. It's a terrible setup. But he acts like it's the best one ever. He actually claims he spent time hand designing his streaming setup. He did nothing. In fact, he used to have background stuff. I made fun of him for it because he used to have those hexagon felt tiles that you can get from like Temu. He had them all over his wall.
How does he know it came from Temu? Secondly, he has hexagon panels too. Oh, but it's Elgato. It's a name brand, so it's really good. Yeah, if you go to like any studio, they all have Elgato. You don't know this, but they all have Elgato. Talk to any voice actor. Yeah, we got Elgato's sound equipment, and we got Elgato mics, Elgato everything.
Wall. They don't actually soundproof, but they're meant to be decoration. They cost like a few bucks for like 50. I'm serious. They're garbage. They're cheap discount garbage. He had them all over his wall. I made fun of him for it. So then when he moved, he didn't put anything on his wall this time. Hilarious.
We are taking forever to get to the point. We're not even watching the video.
Camera, he's got his subs count. Now, folks, I'm about to expose LTG
boy,
in a way that no one has ever exposed LTG before.
Whoa, he's gonna expose LTG.
I have some first-hand knowledge here to blow up his spot. I'm not kidding. So everyone who's watching this, I'm sure this will be captured. This will be clipped. Taking a look below his camera, he's got a count of subs. Okay, 4,529 out of 4,600 subs.
Whoa.
Right? Now, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Is that subs exclusively on one streaming service or another? Right? How does this work? So here's the truth.
Here's the
about
truth.
LTG and his income.
Here's the truth.
He counts everything as a sub. Okay? Everything.
And DSP counts everything as a contribution.
Like a paid subscription. Even if it's not. Even if it's not equivalent. So I'm going to give you an example. All right? If he's streaming on Twitch and someone drops a bunch of subs, he counts them as subs. If he's streaming on YouTube and someone drops a bunch of memberships, he counts the memberships as subs. If he's streaming on Kick and someone gives him a Kick sub, he counts it as a sub.
Okay, does he know he multi-streams, or we're just saying things?
Okay? But all of these things are not the same. All these things are not identical.
How? First off, the membership thing, he could have the same value as Twitch, right? He could have the same like dollar value, like, oh yeah, it's $5, whatever. And what if he doesn't count? But he's probably gonna say like, well, he's not counting the fees. Yeah, what if he doesn't give a fuck and he just wants to count the members, like the subs? Like, this is just a sub count. Like, this dude is so greed-pilled and like money-pilled that everything has to have monetary value. You have to look at the monetary stuff. And then what? Guess what? Guess what would happen, right? If LTG started doing that. LTG is so greedy. He's counting the dollar amount. But DSP does that. He counts the dollar amount. And people could say this is greedy. You're counting the dollar. You're like splitting hairs on dollar amounts, right? Or whatever. He doesn't accurately round. He doesn't round accurately at all. Like if it's like $45, he rounds down. For $6, rounds down. $49, he might round up if he likes you. That's it. That's what happens.
All right, I'm going to give you insider info right now from something that just happened to me the other day. Ready for this?
Isn't it funny that a LTG detractor just so happens to show up in his fucking content, right? And then a few days later, he's doing this. Makes you think, right?
So, the other day, someone came to my stream and dropped 50 memberships. Okay?
Whoa.
That's great. That was a YouTube stream for the record. Okay? That's great. Thanks for the support. I counted it as a certain amount of support. On YouTube, my memberships cost $4. All right? Everyone does it different on YouTube. You can price your memberships differently. Some people can do $5, $10. You could do $1. You can do whatever you want on YouTube. It's up to you. You price it accordingly. Okay? So this person came and gifted 50 memberships to me.
All right, let's move
They're
on.
positive, and they actually the other day gifted him like 1,000 memberships on YouTube. I was like, wow, 1,000 memberships. So they dropped bank. That's like $4,000.
Okay, he's just counting the sub amount. Like, how many subs he has. He's not counting the monetary value. This is all because DSP sees this as like, oh my god, if he has this much, he should be making more money, but it could be fake. Yeah, okay. But maybe he's not looking at it that way. It says something that DSP sees that and thinks immediately about money. As people look at him and think about money, he's like, I don't think about money. I'm not about money. I just want people to have fun and have a good time. But everyone else, look at the money, look at the money, look at the money. Right.
Right? Wrong.
Rang.
What goes on with LTG is that he has a lot of supporters and fans, and they do things in a way that make him look successful, but it's not what it appears, okay? The person who actually dropped 1,000 memberships on LTG, and he counted toward his goal, lives in the Philippines.
Whoa.
Okay? In the Philippines, the price of a membership is discounted because YouTube uses tiered pricing based on your region. So, for example, if you live in Argentina, and if you go to buy a membership on YouTube that should cost $4 USD, it costs you like 5 cents. All right?
Okay.
Which means the streamer gets like 3 cents for the membership.
Oh, no.
In the case of the Philippines, all right, I found out it cost them $1.70 in order to get a membership.
So if it's $1.70, he gave LTG like 1,000 memberships. He got like $1,000. If it's a dollar, like I'm rounding down. But if it's $2, this is a little bit more than that, right? Pretty cool.
Whoa. Pilgrimage85 did a $2 Canadian super chat. Says, please call him Dale for the rest of the stream. Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to that. That's just another thing to tackle here. All right?
Why?
So.
Why are you making fun of his name? Who cares about his fucking name?
Super chat. I appreciate that.
By the way, DSP got mad that like down the rabbit hole misspelled his name because he had like 2 L's or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
1,000 memberships.
I don't remember. I don't give a fuck.
The memberships are heavily discounted. So for me, if my membership is $4, this person only paid $1.70 per membership. No exaggeration. That means I barely got $1 per membership. Okay.
Okay.
So this guy who gifted me 50. I got her at like 55, 60 bucks out of it.
Whoa.
So when he says I got 1,000 members, yeah, but you didn't get actual full value on that. You got someone out there who's taking discounts. And then
yeah, but first off, it's like $1,000. Roughly. If it's $1 and he got 1,000 like members, like I mean, am I wrong? Or is it $1,001? I don't know. Maybe I'm really stupid. But I think if you do 1,000 times 1, you get 1,000. Like, because it's one, like, right? Correct? And he's like, yeah, you're not getting the full value. Like, okay, what if he doesn't care? He's counting the subs, dude. And he's saying, yeah, you're not getting the full value. Okay, cool. This is just DSP coping that he isn't getting the full value of getting 1,000 memberships. Like, this is baby coded. Like, this is like really like jealous. Like, he's jealous. He wishes he had this. He's like trying to calm something down. Like, I don't have this much, but like, he's happy with this, but he's not making enough money. Like, it's like he's freaking out that LTG is happy with this amount and he's not getting the full dollar amount. Like, he's like, that doesn't compute to him. He's like, oh, wait, how could he have this much, not get the dollar amount, and be happy? This is like when the Grinch was like confused why the Who's were happy that Christmas got stolen from them. Like, but unlike the Grinch, these people never understand it. He'll never get it.
And then donating to you, and you're blowing it up, acting like it's massively affluent. Because what do you think when you see 4,529 subs? You think those are $5 subs. That means LTG makes $25,000 a month just on subs. That is so false and bullshit. And in addition, This guy gets the rug pulled on him all the time.
Again, he is basing this off of either, like, well, he's definitely basing it off of his perspective and the possible perspective of people who may not know any better. Okay, who cares? Like, he's acting as if, like, LTG is selling people, like, products, and he's using his subs to, like, uh, give him credibility. Guys, buy my, energy drink, low tier juice, and it's gonna give you energy. You know I'm legit because I have, like, 4,529 subs. You know I'm legit. But he's just streaming. And, like, and you think that this is the only person to have this happen to and treat it this way? Like, LTG probably understands that it is better to just shut up and count it and not, like, bring the stream to a halt and give people clips of him like, oh my god, guys, I gotta verify the account. I gotta see where the account's from. Oh my god, guys, like honestly, think about it. People are already, like, kind of, like, saying DSP wants to dox his viewers because he's like, where do you live? What country are you from? What's your currency? Give me your currency. Let me check the YouTube. Like, do you think that looks like a very cool streamer? And, like, you could say, well, I'm making sure that I get the value of this, that, but how do you think that looks on the outside, right?
Time.
Versus LTG, who's like, oh, okay, thanks for the sub, damn. Like, come on.
Already been documented that on Kick, he had people coming in and gifting subs and then charging them back.
But again, we are blaming LTG for getting subs charged back. We are blaming LTG for something a troll did. So LTG counted the sub. Okay, I mean, he counted it. And then someone else was like, I'm going to charge back my subs. And now we're blaming LTG for not accounting that. But how would he know what gets charged back? What if it didn't get charged back? And or what if he did? What if he did the next stream he booted it up and he subtracted the subs? Or he's like, well, I'll just count for the month, then I'll, like, remove it later and, you know, go from that. Because, you know, maybe he's like DSP where it's like a trial period or whatever for the people who got it, whatever. Like, it's not the end all be all and nobody cares this much about it except for DSP.
Back. And therefore, Kick forced him to pay back the money that they had already paid him because it was a chargeback scheme. So he counts all these fake contributions as regular contributions, and it makes him...
How does he know Kick put him on the hook for that? And, like, honestly, how would he know that? Did it happen to him? Is he paying back Kick? I wonder if he is. What if he is?
Look like he's making tons of money. But in reality, out of the 4,500 subs, members that the guy has, they're probably mostly heavily discounted.
And now we're saying that they're discounted. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So first off, it's like, oh, they get charged back. Like he is putting so much things into the sub count that may not even be relevant. He's talking about people charge backing his subs. Okay, that was one time or whatever that happened. We don't know even if he subtracts that from the count. Secondly, he then goes back to the different amount. Okay, so what's the that still counts though. He's like upset that he's counting memberships or subs that he doesn't get the full amount for. Oh my god, what a horrible thing. He counts even the people who pay less than $1. Oh my god, what a terrible person. Do you hear yourself? Like, think about that. Think about that. He's sitting there, like, upset that LTG counts even people who pay $1. As this guy doesn't count the people who pay $1. Who looks more greedy here?
Therefore, having that on your screen has zero value. It's false.
It's no value.
Over-exaggerating your success to make you look more successful than you are. There's no reason to ever have a sub count, a member count, or any of that on your screen because it's so easy to fake.
Okay, if it's so easy to fake, then why is this a big deal anyway? Like, You realize people can just have sub counts for dumb shit, right? Like, come on. People can fake support by having the King's tax, right? I mean, even that aside, only like one person can hit the goal, and then these people say, "Well, so you guys came out in droves," even though one guy gave a lot of money.
It's pretty much impossible to confirm if those numbers are real, but it's easy to lie, right? So he's doing his, look at me, big guy. Dude, those are dollar memberships.
He really is fixated on LTG having the perception of himself as a big guy and all this other stuff. Like, it's so weird that he is so like triggered by LTG thinking of having self-confidence and having high self-esteem. Like, sure, being an egomaniac is bad and all that stuff, sure, but like DSP is like really fixated on it to like a really weird degree. Because it's one thing, like, yeah, LG's full of himself, and he's kind of like an egomaniac, whatever. And then you have DSP that's like, he thinks he's giant, he thinks he's so fucking cool, like, and that's all he criticizes him for. He keeps fixating. Oh my god, there's like there's hair in my mouth. He keeps fixating on LTG being like having this mentality. It's like really like weird. He fixates on it. Like he calls him the Black Johnny Bravo. He called him Ken from Barbie. All this shit. He fixates so much on this because he hates people that have this self-confidence, and he thinks that they're fake immediately. Now, of course, that may be the case, but at the same time, like, you know, LG isn't affecting him in a way that it would, right? Like, come on.
So instead of $25,000 a month, you're really making about $4,500 a month. Is that bad? No, that's respectable.
Okay,
but there's no reason to brag about it on your fucking stream, especially when you constantly say, "Oh, what do I sit here and brag? Do I sit here with bling on?" Well, yeah, you do. You're wearing a chain. You're wearing.
Oh my god, DSP. He's just wearing an accessory. Oh my, and he wore a chain too. There's videos that has a little chain, and then you'll notice when Panda Lee left, that chain went away immediately. Like, was it a little locket? It was a little like it had a little locket on it that has the picture of Panda Lee and Phil, and then he had to get rid of it. Like, what was that about? So he had that, and he's wearing these like these expensive shirts. Oh my god, these shirts. I wear nice shirts. Look at me. I have these nice Aeropostale shirts. I have New Balance. All this shit. He's like, come on.
You're wearing a chain in your videos. You are wearing bling in the videos that you put out, and you have this counter of affluence, right? Saying, "Oh, look at me, 4,000."
The counter of affluence from Mr. Let's open the briefcase of affluence.
500
Let's
subs.
go.
They're not full value subs. You got people out there who are giving you massive discounted subs that you know are only worth like $1. You see your own income.
Oh
so
no.
why are you trying to push yourself like you're making...
Okay, if he sees his own income, why does DSP wait until the next day to know the income he got, right? Correct? He's like, I can't tell if these memberships are real or not. I have to wait until the next day or whatever the fuck. But he's telling LTG as if he knows immediately. Like, what are we doing? So DSP tells us it takes a day to figure it out, but then he says to LTG he knows immediately. He sees his income, so he's supposed to know telepathically then about what his income is the day of. What?
Making 25 grand a month. Stupid as shit, right? And by the way, people already know about it because they're calling it out in my chat. They're saying the name of the person who gifted him the discounted subs right now, so they're well aware of it, okay? There you go. Now also, he actually counts the number of bans on his stream.
Okay.
And he puts it up like a proud badge. Like,
dude, he has an entire meme. Get that ass banned. Dude, this is the guy that has why am I toxic? Maybe he's trying to take the power away from the get that ass band, or he's just like, okay, yeah, this is pretty funny. Like, maybe that's a bit. Like, see, this is what I mean when I say that there's more reason. There's way more reason to believe what LTG does is a bit than whatever DSP does. Like, you're telling me that, like, compared to this April Fool's video he did, right? He sets this up as an April Fool's thing, and the only joke so far that we got was he has a goal that he's counting money anyway, and he wants genuine money to hit the goal, and he has an actual award, which is just a look at his weights. Again, all these jokes are at his viewers' expense, literally. And he's like, look at his weekly bans. Why is he celebrating that? Meanwhile, anyone could argue it's more funny that LG is counting the the amount of bans he does, compared to whatever this is. Because everything in this video is him genuinely criticizing LTG. So even the body of the fucking joke is filled with actual criticism. And he's sitting there like, why is he doing this?
Look at me. I ban all these people who come to my stream. Why is that?
This is all because DSP thinks LTG has this insecure, like, manliness attitude when he doesn't. He just sits there and just brags about, like, his self-confidence because it's easy shit to do when you have people trolling you. Think about it. He is sitting like, yeah, these people, like, because he does this too, in a more cringier way. Because the way LG does it is very basic, like, anyone could have the same, yeah, these people are trolling me because they're obsessed with me because they want my dick. Like, that's not, like, a huge stretch to make as a joke, right? Like, anyone can say that. Like, I mean, I even made that joke. Like, this one person kept talking and subtweeting me, and I was like, yeah, this guy is very obsessed with me. He says my art sucks, but if it sucks so much, at least I post more my art than he does. Like, this person, this is a little drama lore on my part, right? This person says in their little subject line that they make art or whatever. I've seen only like one post this person made of art, and I said there, I was like, yeah, I post more art than he does, and he's shitting on my art. And then he made fun of, like, my mom praising my art. I'm like, well, at least my mom likes my art. I mean, you can say whatever, but at least my mom loves me. Then this person kept talking to me, and I'm like, and I stopped talking about it because it got to the point where I was like, it's gonna be very funny at the end of the day. He's gonna talk more about me than I of him. And, like, these are very basic, general shit to say. It's not even, like, hard. You don't have to be smart to think of this. And DSP is so fixated on LTG being like, yeah, man, these people want my dick. And he takes it so seriously, like, super seriously. Everyone is like probably cringing, like, this is pretty dumb. DSP is like, he thinks he's hot shit, man. He thinks everyone loves him. It's, like, insane. It's, like, insane.
Why
He's
is
owning
that
the
something
meme
that you should be bragging about? That you banned 300 people this week on your stream? I don't understand that at all. Like, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
He's heavily trolled. He's harassed constantly. People in his chat saying horrible things. You know, the guy gets trolled by text to speech all the time, which is ridiculous. He has text to speech on, except that he's broke and he needs money, which is true. He has text to speech on it. It's just all troll messages.
So he's broke, able to buy, like, he's using the same logic trolls use on him. Yeah, DSP's broke, but then he's like, I live in a house? LTG lives in a house? Oh, but he co-signed it, so that's different. How much do you think a house costs, my guy? You think a house is cheap? You think a house is like anyone could buy a house?
But he does it because he needs the money, okay? But the fact that he has the bans posted doesn't make sense. Like, listen, I ban a bunch of people too. I don't want to. I'm not proud of it. I would prefer not to. But the fact is, people come into my chat with sock accounts, 10, 20, 30, 50 at a time, and they spam the chat with troll messages. So, and I mean, Ferbs knows about it. Hey, Ferbs, how many accounts do you ban a day of that idiot who comes in here with sock accounts, right? How absolutely crazy.
Tomorrow you'll say, this is an experiment. Oof.
that these people come in here and
I love him asking for Furbs' interaction, and literally the thing I read, tomorrow he will say this was an experiment, dipping his toes in drama, haha, got you all. Like, that's what he said, and he's looking at Furbs for validation. Like, what's he gonna say about this? I hope he like, man, he's not gonna crash out on this because he wants to keep going with
Act
this,
a
but imagine if
fool.
he did.
I mean, what kind of a
Act a
no-lifer do you have to be
fool.
to come in with 50 fucking accounts at a time? You know what I mean? That's just insane. So, why would you brag? Like, even if, let's say, he banned 300 people, is he happy about that? Why is he bragging about that? Why is that actually on the screen? I have no clue.
Why is it on the
So
screen?
literally the
We'll never
entire upper
know.
left quadrant of this guy's stream is a lie, right? He's got his fake hair. He's got his real glasses. He's got his low testosterone beard. He's got the chain to look like he's
Oh my
absolutely
god,
not.
this fixation on his testosterone is like creepy as fuck. Like, and who cares? And this again, he is judging him for something he can't control, right? You can't control how much testosterone you have. This dude said he'd never make fun of people for what they're born with. And he's mocking LTG for having low testosterone. How dare you want facial hair? Fuck off, man.
Nah, he's got his fake discounted subtotal on the screen, and he's got weekly bans. None of it means anything. Like, literally, it's all garbage. It's all a facade to act like he's some big shit, when in reality, it's all fucking fake.
Big shit.
Thank you to Monka D. Loopy, who did a £2 super chat and said, sadly, his dog passed away recently. Can he get a rest in peace to Moo? Well, rest in peace to your doggo. I'm very sorry to hear that. Thank you for the support.
Doggo. Oh my god, that's so disrespectful to the dog.
Okay.
Rest in peace to your doggo. Oh my god, fucking shut up, dude. If I had a dog and someone said rest in peace to your doggo, I would say no thanks. I would say man, I'd be so upset. You say doggo to my fucking dog? Shut the fuck up.
Herb says he bans roughly 20 sock accounts a day, all from the same person. He just said that in my chat. So I get it. Like,
He didn't say all from the same person. He said 20. Oh my god. He said I ban about 20. But whatever. I mean, he did say the question was, how many sock accounts did he ban? I think whatever. Who cares?
person, you're gonna have to ban a lot. This happens on Kick as well. But why is it something to brag about? I'm lost. Oh, you click the button, you ban someone from your chat. Wow, what a big man that you ban someone from chat. I would rather never ban anyone. I would rather have nothing to do with it. You know, but
yeah, right. He gets off on that. He says he'd laugh at you as he bans you. Like, this dude doesn't even want to time. Like, he does it. He says I don't want to ban, but why doesn't he just time people out then? That's not the same as banning. He has to be reminded to time out people.
Let's actually watch the video now, shall we? I didn't even, like I said, I haven't seen this yet.
Jesus,
let's see what this
dude,
is.
you didn't get to the watching part.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Get this fake ass Tetris playing nigga out of here. This nigga's ass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm cool. Nigga barely at 7,000 points. I dropped three Tetrises on this nigga, and somehow he's able to still hang with me, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. Dude, he's watching the... What? Dude, I hate this nonchalant ass, let's be quiet and react bullshit. It's so lame.
Here, bro. We know you fake zesty, nigga. Prove to us you really zesty and
He said zesty.
go on Instagram and post.
Come on,
your
crash
fucking
out about him
boyfriend
saying
and kiss him on
zesty.
a pic.
So he uses the word zesty to insinuate that someone is basically a homosexual. He says
Oh
that
my
word all the time.
god.
I don't know why.
Move on,
There's nothing wrong
man.
with saying the word homosexual.
You know it's okay to say gay, right? Oh my god. And then he doesn't want to say, like, he doesn't want to say zesty. What if he just likes the word? Like this dude says such weird boomer words, and he's mocking someone else for saying zesty. Fuck off, man. Shut up.
It's fine, as long as you're not insulting someone. But he says that like all the time. He just says zesty, zesty, zesty. Did he just ask someone to post like a gay kiss pic on their Instagram?
Oh, nah. What?
If you don't do that, you're a fake Zesty.
What? Dale, you're incriminating yourself.
You've been playing Zesty for I don't know how many years. Prove it then, nigga. Be on the Discord call, better be a nigga sitting on your lap.
It's one of the gayest things he's ever said.
Okay.
He's asking people.
So for all this is just, wow, that's gay. Wow. What great commentary. I love DSP says that the trolls have shitty commentary and no takes and this, that, and this dude that he's reacting to, I'm laughing, by the way. Like, this dude is losing it, saying, wow, this is gay. And he's like, ah! Wow, you got it, man. Wow, great commentary.
People to post up.
Like, literally, in this, like, trinity of slop, honestly, LG actually had something that was a little bit more interesting to say than what these two had to say. One just said that was gay, and the guy was laughing and clapping. Like,
Again,
we're pausing on this!
The insinuation is that he has a roommate / possible romantic relationship with someone who he co-signed a house with. And this is what he says on his streams, even though he insists that it's all a lie.
Okay, honestly, if you work through this comes off as homophobic as fuck. Think about it. Because, let's say LTG is gay. Okay, he's just saying, oh, this guy is zesty and this and that. And he's like saying, yeah, he's mocking this guy and saying he should do gay shit. He lives with another guy. How does that sound? Like, that sounds really, really fucking weird, right? Like, why is this a big deal? He lives with, like, you realize people have roommates, right? People live with roommates in current year. Like, this fixation on that is very weird. And, like, I'm sure that, like, it's just people, like, memeing on LTG, whatever. But it's, like, at some point, like, an outsider looking in, which DSP says he is, by the way, funny enough, you would say that it's like, what's the big deal? Like, whatever. Like, they're just saying shit.
All a lie. Like, oh my god.
Like, it's kind of worse because at least with the Balatro guy, he says like, yeah, this is gay. Like that's it. Like, whatever. DSP is the one that adds the extra weirdness to it. Like that's kind of the weird, like, that's the weirdest part in all of this. Like, they're just saying gay. The only reason why I even thought that in the past, you know, in the first place, is just what DSP was saying, because he added the roommate bit. And it's like, this is weird. Like, this is kind of a self-report on DSP's part, that he is fixated more on the roommate thing than even the guy who's watching this. Because the guy's watching this, like, anyone on the outside can say, like, oh yeah, like, that does sound pretty gay, what he's saying, like, whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's because he lives with another guy. Like, he added the extra part that makes it more homophobic. Like, that's the thing that's weird. And he'll never get it because he's like, well, I mean, it's the other trolls that are making this. I mean, at the time they were saying, yeah, they're pretty gay because this, but you could even have the critical mind to say this is weird. I mean, there are a lot of people that detract on Phil that are hesitant to make fun of his fucking wife, of his dumb fucking wife, dude. But he will not be that critical at all as an LTG troll or whatever because he's a fucking dumbass with no honest opinions. The only honest opinions he has is, LTG is counting bullshit memberships in his sub count.
All right, let's go to another clip. Hold on a second.
What was
enough of that one?
What was the point? That was the point? That was the point. Oh, dude, the King of Rocks, whatever. I think that guy should be upset with Phil about this because honestly, all he showed the King of Rocks video, the only reason he showed that video was just so. Oh my god, just for him to say that's gay. Like, that is insane. Like, there is no point to that clip. There was no honest criticism, except for, well, his room is dumb and he counts bad subs, which you can see that in any clip. Again, he brings up clips that have nothing to do with the point he's making. It's like, I'm trying to dunk on Phil. I find a video of him, like, fucking jerking, and I'm like, okay, as you can see, his background's fucked up, and he doesn't have the lights on. This is his setup, and it's stupid. It's like, you're not gonna talk about him, like, fucking jerking it and not turning the camera off. It's like, well, that's just the clip. Like, I talk about everything, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, by the way, he jerked off. Okay, like, what was the point? Or whatever. It's like there's no relevance to it. And it's, again, he's like, he always wants to sound like he's a smart guy criticizing people, but it's like, this is like, not even meaningful.
I just want to see what the next one is.
And he thinks that's hilarious to say that that's gay.
I
Like,
remember this one.
that's a funny thing.
So this is gonna be fun. Here's why, guys. In 1 second, when we get to the gameplay portion.
like, honestly, this dude would hate the Mario Galaxy movie,
Okay.
but he'd hate it for, like,
So
and not know
why.
the why people don't like it, right?
This is gonna be a good one.
Because
we
it's
get
third
to watch
strike.
LTG actually play fighting games. All right.
Oh, okay.
I've never done this. Like, I've never actually watched and analyzed his level of gameplay. So for the record,
Oh my god, dude. I remember he was, like, thirsty to watch him play Street Fighter 6 and coach LTG on how to play. He was like, he wanted to coach him to play a game he says now it sucks.
many times he obviously said he's better than me.
Street
And
Fighter
everything at
6
fighting games. People
sucks,
say this all
but
the
I
time.
wanna
that LTG is
help
better than you at
LTG
fighting
play the
games,
game.
right? So let's actually take a look at some of his content, his gameplay, all right, of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. There's also going to
Okay.
be some Street Fighter 6 in here.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look at how he plays Third Strike.
Oh my god. Is he gonna say what people say about him when he plays fighting games? Who's LTG, by the
So
way? I don't know.
Who is he? Is he
Oh my
Sean
God.
or is he Alex here? I'm
Even
not
he
sure.
doesn't know.
Oh, thank you, Abdullah, for a $10.07.
All right, let's move on positively from that.
Appreciate that. Okay.
I love I get to skip, and we really missed nothing.
All right. So let's see. I think
He's
LTG
the only
is
one that
Sean?
uploads content where
'Cause
if
it
you
says
skip
Alex
ahead,
is
you're not gonna
I
like
don't think
miss
that's
anything.
LTG, right?
Oh, Scott's here.
I have no idea what he's doing.
You don't even know who he is.
I mean, admittedly, Sean is very low tier in this game. Or is that... Wait a minute. Is he Alex?
Oh my god. He
I just
doesn't
want to
know.
watch the match.
Oh my god! Would it have been better to watch to know who it is?
Is the
Oh
jump
my
in?
God.
Is the sound off?
He's jumping medium and 2 low jabs. That's terrible. With Alex, it's a basic 3-hit combo. It's jump in, fierce punch, standing
Oh
medium,
my
kick, and then
God.
chop. That's his basic combo that everyone uses over and over.
Okay.
I don't think he understands how to play at all if he's Alex.
Oh, he's Alex? Okay.
All right, this person don't know what you do.
I don't even know. He rage quit? He was Sean. What?
Oh my god, dude. Just move on with your life.
He didn't
This
even
version of the
finish.
game is messed up.
He didn't even finish the
Sucks.
match. All right, hold on. Let's go forward. All right, he's definitely Remy. I guess his name is Mist in this game for some reason. Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard that what he likes to do is just run away constantly throwing fireballs. In any game that he can do it, he just wants to run away and throw fireballs online. He doesn't actually want to engage in combat or learn how to.
Go watch DSP play Street Fighter 6 and look at his neutral game. All he does is he just wants to do specials all the time and throws. Like, his neutral game is
Play the game.
non-existent.
He just basically runs away and lag.
At least
That's
don't
what I
think it
heard.
does. I don't know. I'm not like a pro fighting game. I mashed in Street Fighter 6, so that's where I'm at. I'm a masher. Yeah, I mash. If he plays Guilty Gear Strive, I may know a little more what he do.
Yep, mix up.
You'll never play it because it's stupid.
He missed the cross up there, this Akuma player. Oh, that was a good parry by the Akuma. Whoa!
Whoa!
Yo, he did dive kick into Raging Demon. Instant kill. Took his whole life
Instant kill,
away.
dude.
Damn.
Random ass bullshit was that.
So LTG does this all the time. If he loses a round or gets upset,
Okay, we're just.
people are here to watch you play the game. Why are you turning the camera off, right?
We don't need to hear why he turned it. His name. He said his name was Mist. His name is Low Tier God. His name is Mist for some reason. How did he get to that conclusion? Huh? His name was Mist for some reason.
Combo there. He rage quit. He rage quit.
He rage
This
quit.
dude,
With that fake ass bullshit.
he's rage.
I love he's shocked that he rage quits. What is LTG's like what is known about LTG? You guessed it, he rage quits.
quitting a game from the late 90s that isn't currently played competitively.
By the way, fun fact, when this game came out, he played Alpha 3 online. DSP, yes, this guy, rage quit a Chun-Li match in Alpha 3. Not when he was doing like the whatever nights, but this is like when he was like when this first came out. Like he did a Alpha 3 match and he got his ass kicked and he rage quit.
Outside of like little side tournaments, he's not even playing an ancient collection. Why are you rage quitting?
Oh my god, dude. Like dude, it's an old game. It's not in tournaments. Why are you rage quitting?
Look,
DSP,
I
you're
don't- I
not
don't
running
understand
into
it at all.
tournaments. Why are you
By
running
the
from
way, he
Camis?
basically
Like,
sucks.
this guy doesn't even do a set against Cammy. He doesn't do a ranked match at all, unless he is, like, familiar with the character or whatever the fuck. But he's not gonna do a tournament. Why does he care?
Let's see. Who does he use?
And look, bro, these niggas followed me to a brand new game. These are the same fucking people from 4.
Oh my god. This is a little disingenuous, but people do this at DSP, to be honest, but it's obvious that he's talking about this is a new, like, collection, and these people, like, played him in Street Fighter 4 that followed him here. Like, that's what's going on
So
here.
every time he tries to play a game online, I guess what happens is these people follow him and harass him.
Yeah, apparently yeah, Phil. Why are you playing Arc Raiders? I don't know.
and
Like
beat
this
his
happens
ass
to
in every
him.
game. So they'll beat him in 4, then they'll beat him in 3, then they'll beat him in 5. Then
Ask DSP to play lobbies in Street Fighter 6. See what he tells you. Guarantee. My stalkers will follow me. This shit is dumb for him to fucking shit on. He does this too. Phil, do lobbies. I'm not gonna do lobbies. The trolls will follow me.
then they'll beat him in 6, and he can't get away from them. They stalk him in every single game.
Yeah, you would know that, right? Remember? DSP, this. Oh my god.
Okay, that wasn't bad. That actually was not bad gameplay right
Oh
there,
my god, he
bro.
wants Sean's gameplay so
That's
bad.
basic-
So
Basic
bad.
punish. I don't know why he's taunting. Now the Ken taunted.
Yeah, oh my god, why is the Ken taunting? The same reason that one player taunted him in Street Fighter 6.
If the Ken comes back, that's pathetic. If the Ken wins this round, that's so ridiculous. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's not.
Honestly, he says this, but DSP has lost multiple life leads in multiple matches in very pathetic ways. Like, he can't really mock LT. Like, if LTG lost the life lead, okay, that is sad and funny. But DSP has lost a life lead in more pathetic ways. Like, it is insane. There's even piece of piece restreams where that happens.
He's not terrible. He understood some basics there. He got a punish. He got anti-air. He
Yeah,
got a little corner mix
dude,
up.
I love that he's acting as if LTG is just not good at fighting games, but DSP, I am good at fighting games. But it's like, you know, LTG plays these games too. Like, I think you can arguably say he understands how to play them. Now, if he's a master player, it's up to debate, right? Come
Drill
on.
into the punches. I don't know what he's doing there. That's not a combo. What the hell? This Ken. He's teabagging him.
Oh my god, I love he's laughing at this. Watch any clip of people teabagging him, and you'll see how funny it is to him.
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest. They both suck. Like, I don't want to watch. The match is terrible because he's awful at this game. He's picking 12 now. Fuck. Does he play anyone serious? Remy again? He sucks.
Oh my god, he's freaking out that LTG actually has more variety in characters, and he plays multiple characters. Every DSP stream, he sticks with one character the entire stream. Like, it's insane. And he makes no progress with any of them.
He rage quit again.
Whoa, he rage quit a fighting game? No way.
He's bad, man.
He's bad, man. Maybe he's trying to challenge himself. That's why I picked low tier.
No anti-air.
I love he's saying LG is so terrible, but like...
What is he doing? He's quit for no reason. He turned off his PS5. He's quit for no reason. Like, he's straight up sucks. Like, he doesn't even understand the fundamentals of Third Strike. He's just throwing random moves out. You know, the Necro was okay, but that was garbage gameplay of Third Strike. Seriously, that was awful. I would body him in Third Strike with any of my characters, even my low tier, like Hugo.
Dude, I remember when he wanted to do that stupid ass fight with LTG before all of this. By the way, this was around the time where DSP was like, I understand why LTG doesn't want to fight me. He doesn't want people to like make fun of him for losing. I get it. He doesn't want to like. It was that far back when he wasn't desperate to shit on him. He said he's good at Third Strike, and then he'll play that, and I'll play Super Turbo because I'm good at that game, and he's not like whatever. Like he wanted to play on like both sides, but now he's like I annihilate him in Third Strike.
Bro, right. I would beat his ass. He sucks. He's terrible. Yikes.
All
right. Oh, what? All right. Oh, is he freaking out? Oh, look.
He's freaking out. Look at him freak out.
Let's see what's going on here.
Let's watch the freak out.
Like the calm IRL. You know what I mean?
So, well, what's he freaking out about?
I can't physically, you know what I mean? If I can't physically get my get back on people who keep stalking and harassing me every day of my fucking life that I stream, I'll just delete the fighters indefinitely. There's no reason for me to keep playing these shits. Like, I keep trying.
Hey, you know what? This sounds very familiar. You guys remember when DSP used to play, like, I don't know, Mario Kart World, Super Turbo, I mean, even Super Turbo, even in this collection, any multiplayer game that he dropped for a period of time, guess what DSP used to say? Well, if I'm gonna play this, the trolls are gonna follow me. Why would I play it? And you guys don't like when I rage and this and that. It's kind of the same thing. I guarantee you, DSP will not agree with whatever LTG said and say he's a bitch, because only DSP is allowed to drop games because of the trolls. Why isn't DSP doing any lobbies?
Just keep stalking me. I don't give a fuck about the Tekken update. I don't fuck with Tekken. I'm dead serious. For me to cut on fighters again, it's gonna cost 100 candies. I'll play everything else in my library. I'll be like maxing.
Now, hold on. This kind of just exposed him, because you see what just happened there.
I don't give a fuck about the Tekken update. I don't fuck with Tekken. I'm dead serious. For me to cut on fighters again, it's going to cost 100 candies.
He says it's going to cost 100 candies, but his memberships, his subs are not consistent. He's got people gifting him stuff that are worth like $1.
Oh my god,
so
dude.
Even though he's 100 candies, I mean, someone could probably do that for like $5 if they use an Argentinian, account.
Okay.
So what he's saying makes no sense anyway. But he's demanding you have to pay me for me to play fighting games. The funny part is he does this all the time. He freaks out. He rages. He'll be like, I'm not playing fighters anymore. Within 2 days, he's playing fighters again, because that's all anyone will go to his streams for.
Remember when DSP said he'd never go back to Street Fighter 6 and all this stuff? What's he playing Friday night?
Outside of that, he sits around watching Sora AI videos that he has his fans make, and he tries to do commentary on news and stuff that's terrible. So his content doesn't actually do any numbers unless he's playing fighting games. Then people come to watch him lose and get trolled by these people who harass him. And then he makes money. So that's his content. So he always has to go back to the well, per se, because he's basically, sadly, he's kind of pigeonholed himself into that kind of content. That's all people care about LTG doing is playing fighting games, losing horribly, raging, rage quitting, and then memeing about it. Like, that's his loop of content. There's nothing else to do.
I'm just gonna say this. I kind of think the reason why LTG goes back, it could be, oh, he's desperate for money. I mean, that's very, very cynical way to look at it. But it could also just be, I want to play a fighting game, and he'll put up with it. Like, he'll deal with it. Whatever. Sometimes you just have the urge, even though, like, the stream's gonna piss him off. Whatever. Kind of like why DSP went back to Street Fighter 6, where he's craving to play a fighting game and he wants to play what's modern. It's so funny that DSP shits on, like, not even just LTG, the FGC for, like, glazing Street Fighter 6 because there's no other fighting game out and all this stuff, and they don't want their hobby to die, as this guy will eat it to play Street Fighter 6 because he'll put up with it because he craves to play a fighting game. Like, he mocks all these people for doing the exact same, like, rationale as to why he's playing Street Fighter 6 currently. Like, what do you want him to do?
By
the way, that was a very odd frame
He
where
tries other
DSP
things,
looked
it
like a
doesn't
normal
work, and he
person.
always
That
has to go back to
it
the
kind
fight
of
within a
scared
couple of
me.
days. He always
It
makes
was very
weird demands
unsettling. I
like
was like,
this
oh god, he
too.
kind of
Of
looks
course,
like a
they
normal
never work,
person.
right? Like, that never happens. No one's ever going to come to his stream and drop a whole 100 candies for him to play the fighting game. I'm willing to say, whenever you see that he does get those big contributions, it's probably a discounted contribution from another region, from the Philippines or Argentina or wherever. And then he acts like, oh, look, someone dropped $5,000 on the stream. No, they dropped like 500, if that. And you're acting like you're some big shot when you're not.
It says 500
So,
USD
in
for
this
30
particular
minutes.
case,
I mean,
he quit fighting games, and within 2 days, he was back to playing them again. He also insisted he would not play Street Fighter 6 anymore, but then he played with Alex. Then he said, I'm not playing.
hey, this is exactly what DSP does. I'm never gonna play Street Fighter 6. Don't ask me. I'll never touch Sagat. Guess what he played? Street Fighter 6 and Sagat. He said, I'll never play Alex. I never liked Alex. Alex is stupid. I'm very curious about C Viper. I love C Viper. Guess who he played? Guess who he played?
I'm not playing with Alex anymore. Then he was playing Alex ranked. See, it's all the time. I hate fighting games, but it's the only thing I get attention for, so I got to go back to them.
I'll play everything else in my library. I'll be like Maximilian playing Monster Hunter. I'm not fucking doing any fighting games, man. You niggas ruined it. Like, I'm literally cutting them on and being harassed by the same 10, 20 niggas every time I cut the game on. Like, how fun is that for me to game? Now, if I could reach to the screen, like the movie The Ring, and pull these niggas into the void and
oh my god,
do unspeakables, that's different. But as far as, like, turning on games just to play niggas, come on, bro.
So if I could physically assault the people who troll me in fighting games, I would play them.
You're not gonna say that's a fucked up thing to say, mister. I want to slap you to the internet. He said the same thing. He even wanted to sexually harass his trolls. He wanted to, like, fuck them. He wanted to shove his dick in their mouth. He wants people to suck his ass. Like, LGG at least wants to beat them up, like, like what any badass tough guy would say, right? DSP wants everyone to give him sexual arousal and sexual satisfaction.
So he just said, if I could physically assault the people who beat me in fighting games,
suck the farts out of my
play them,
ass.
but I can't get back at them. So therefore, I'm not going to play them anymore. Listen. The king would be a hypocrite if the king didn't admit that when I play fighting games, people do the same thing to me. Every time that I play Street Fighter 6, we're fighting the same 5 people, are we not? The same 2 or 3 Cammy accounts that are all the same person switching accounts. And then you've got the It's Time for Men Marisa. You've got that guy, what's his name? Nugs, who's the whatchamacallit? The Jake.
All right, we're moving on.
I got in a detractor video about DSP or whatever. But that's like me saying I'm never going to play fighting games ever again.
Okay. Pig go. I will never go back to. No. Maybe I do this. No, wait. To hit enter. No. I think maybe Tevin did a video on this. Yeah, I'm being petty. Yeah, I'm being petty. Am I wrong? Ah, there it is.
Stalking Tiger did a $4 super chat saying, I wish you were playing Sagat in Street Fighter 6 instead of this. Well, then you better just get used to me not playing Street Fighter 6 because I don't like it. I played it for 2 years. 2 years! And I had enough. I don't want to play that game anymore. It's just not good.
There you go. I mean, it's a 2-minute video. Like, let's jump ahead.
Be too repetitive and samey. That's why I don't want to play Street Fighter 6 right now. At all.
Yeah, at all. At all! Yeah, he never said that. He never said that.
Because people troll me. Like, what? Then don't. Then literally don't. Then just give up and don't play fighting games ever again. But the problem is then he would have to get content. Like, he would actually have to figure out how to entertain an audience, which he only does through rage-quitting fighting games. So he'd have to have other content to make. And the fact is, his content's drying up. For example, like I just mentioned, he does Sora AI React videos. Well, Sora just closed. So now he has no more AI videos to react to unless they use another service. But
yeah, that's like probably what's gonna happen.
The AI might.
I love he's like, oh, unless we're gonna show more. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna have other AI
invested. It was free to use, but it didn't pay off. So all these AI companies may be going out of business soon. In which case, what's he gonna do? I'm not kidding. This guy is so heavy into AI reacting, like it's half of his content, and now it's all been taken away from him, and he's desperate. He doesn't know what to do with his content.
Oh my god, this is sad.
And this guy is so heavy. All this money invested, and it was free to use another service, but AI seems like it may be on a downswing. The AI might actually be on a downward trend because it's failing. It was all this money invested, and it was free to use, but it didn't pay off. So all these AI companies may be going out of business soon, in which case, what's he going to do? I'm not kidding. This guy is so...
Don't worry, all these fucking tech company AI bros are all gonna try to like siphon more money to float in and assure other investors, guys, trust me, the AI is the future.
So heavy into AI reacting, like it's half of his content, and now it's all been taken away from him, and he's desperate. He doesn't know what to do.
This is really brain dead. Like on many levels. One obviously being like, first off, yeah, Sora closing doesn't mean all AI's closing. I mean that would be amazing. Honestly, I'd jerk it for that. But anyways, there's other AI companies. There's always gonna be other fucking videos. Whatever. Like that's unfortunately like what's happening. But even that aside, there are always videos to react to. Like there's always people making videos and uploading shit. Whatever. He's acting as if this does there's nothing to react to ever. Ever. Like, that's like saying, yeah, there's no more cat videos. Yeah, cats are done. No more cats. It's like, what are you talking about? Cats are always doing cat things. Like, there's always something to react to. What are you talking about?
What to do with his content. We'll take a look at it here in a second.
Oh, we're going to look at it in just a second.
We got many more videos, but let's see here.
All right. I think I'm going to stop here because I don't end this video. I was like, there was like, the first half, I didn't like. There was like I just wanted to edit out that I just didn't think was very relevant to the video. But I have to edit this, and I also don't want this to be like a 4-hour long video. And I'm getting hungry. So we will continue this another time. So this will be another fucking marathon project. Same with the Wings video he did, because this guy is fucking losing it. So yeah, we're gonna watch like the other stuff as well, like he's gonna react to. Maybe I'll record a separate video. I mean, obviously be a separate whatever. I'll decide on my own. But this will be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.